Chill. What'd you just say? Who's
I
getting on your nerve?
I literally just said, Drenchy and I was having a conversation not too long ago, and Drenchy had talked about how bad the Clippers were, and that's exactly how I feel. I'm about sick of them. I've just about had it with the Clippers. There is nothing good about this team. Nothing. I'm trying to find some light in James Harden. That's what I'm trying to find some light in. But it seems like the more I watch them, Ron, the more what they're trying to do is they're trying to turn the clock back to 2019 and turn James Harden into that James Harden, and it's not working. It's not.
Free James Harden, chill. Free James Harden. Chill. I'm telling you, them motherfuckers can't get me to stay up at 11 o'clock no more to watch them play no goddamn basketball. No more. I'm up eating honey buns and shit while I'm watching them. I won't do it again. I'm telling you, the Clippers, when the Clippers are by far the worst team to watch in the NBA. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, they worse to watch than the Nets. They worse to watch than the Hornets. They worse to watch than the Jazz. First of all, they got all these names on paper and shit. Kawhi, James Harden, Zubac. Okay, cool. They play lazy as hell. They don't get back in transition. They don't play no damn defense. On offense, they okay on offense, but it's like, bro, you guys suck, bro. Like, they just flat out just trash. Like,
well,
it's embarrassing.
Here's the problem, though, Drench. The question that I want to know from you: why do they suck in your estimation? Because I already know why they suck. I do.
I think they suck because they think they too cool. I think they feel like everybody's gonna bow down to them and just respect that they the Clippers. I think when they get out there, they play as if chill. They play as if everybody is out there like, whoa, the Clippers, we nervous, and it's like. Them motherfuckers get confidence when they play against the Clippers.
Yeah, nobody looking at y'all like that.
To me, it's just so disappointing. And I tried to let a couple games go, and I realized these motherfuckers do this shit every year. Every year they do the same shit. Every game has been like this all year long. It's been worse and worse and worse. How many games they lost in a row?
They've lost 13 of their last 15. I want to either 13 of their last 15 or 14 of their last 16. I'm sorry, Mars, they're terrible. When I watch them, right? When I watch this group, I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, where is the light? But it all of it leads back to one.
Chill, the light is off. That motherfucker ain't got no bulb in it.
It all leads back to one thing. Like, I'm watching them last night. Penn, if I'm being honest with you, Miami ran them out the building last night. And they ran them out the building, one, because they're old. I'm watching James Harden. He's trying to create for other people. He can't because they're old. They can't defend because they're old. Everything that they're trying to do, that they're used to being able to do from years past, they can't do it because they're old.
No, it ain't because they're old.
And they're relying on their older guys to do this stuff on a night-to-night basis, and it doesn't work. I'm watching Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard looks like he just works there. I'm just here because I'm supposed to be here. I'm here to get what I'm supposed to get, and then I'm out. That's it.
He just collected a check.
That's it.
Well,
he's just waiting on that check in the mail. That's it.
I just work here.
Hey, chill. Well, at the same time, it's goddamn Kawhi's fault. I mean, when they won that game, and then he played the next game and he twisted his ankle and he was out for fucking 3 weeks with a twisted ankle. I have no idea what happened, but he was out 3 weeks with a twisted ankle. And I'm not gonna say nothing because I know Derrick Rose said every time he hurt his knee, he twists his ankle first. So I don't want to say he could have been back. I don't know nothing about that, but. It's always like get Kawhi off injury and hopefully he can find some, hopefully they can get back to find some type of rhythm or something like that. And it takes so long. And it's like, it's just they've been pouring gasoline. They've been pouring gasoline on and matches out there. This shit is just over. It ain't because they old. Why they not playing no defense? Chill. The Spurs is old. They used to play defense.
The Spurs are not old. They got a young.
No, team. I'm saying they was old back in the day and they used to play defense. This shit ain't got nothing to do with that. This is just the culture over there is just bad. That's what it is.
The Spurs are a different example of the strength that the Spurs, one, the game wasn't nearly as fast. Two, they played to their strengths, which was Tim Duncan going in the post, and they operated off of him, and they played a brand of basketball, which was slower, but it was also effective. This Clipper team, they play a brand of basketball, which is very conducive to defending in front of you, keeping the defense in front of you. Give the ball to James Harden. Keep the defense in front of you. No action off the basketball. No, all they do is they run curl cuts up at the top. Nothing dive into the basket. If we throw the ball into Zubac, get out the way and just let him operate. There's no ball movement. Get the ball to James Harden when the shot clock runs down, or if we need a quick bucket. That stuff works in increments. That doesn't work on a night-to-night basis.
Well, don't just blame James Harden, chill, because Kawhi Leonard don't pass that motherfucker at all. Boy, I be watching Kawhi shoot that joint over 3 people.
Don't just
blame him.
That's one of the major problems.
Acting like he Kobe.
I mean, he had 36 last night.
This nigga been balling.
He had 36 last night.
Man, they getting their ass blown out.
Okay, but I'm saying but ever since he had 20 against the Lakers, nigga been balling. They just not good.
They
just not
good.
No, wait, hold on. Because y'all was Kawhi got to play better. Kawhi been balling. They just not good.
Mm-hmm.
They just not good. The team is clearly not as good as
when they down 30
the team is clearly not as good as I anticipated them to be. But Kawhi been balling. So I need y'all to come. Kawhi just collecting the check. Kawhi got hurt and came back. And
what else is new, Ox? What else is new, Ox?
Hold on, y'all. I sat here listening to y'all. The least you can do is listen to me.
I'm listening.
This Kawhi got
last
hurt.
3 games he has been cooking. 39, 30,
hold on,
36.
Ron, because Kawhi. Hold on, Drench. We got 3 hours, bro. We got plenty of time. Kawhi got hurt, was out, came back, had a mediocre game, and picked up where he left off. And you still gonna sit up here and Kawhi just collecting the check. Kawhi did it. Kawhi. No. These niggas are just not that good. But you got to come off this Kawhi for he ain't passed the ball. Pass the ball to who? Pass the ball to Kobe Sanders. Who passed the ball to who? Kawhi, shoot it. Shoot it.
That's bad PR by Ty Lue for saying that bullshit too. That's badass PR. Like, bro, don't say no shit like that to me. Talk about Kawhi make this much and the next guy up is 400,000. Man, fuck that. Don't say that shit to me.
Why can't he say that? Why can't Ty Lue tell the truth?
No, you don't need to say that.
Whoever got rid of Norman Powell, whoever got rid of Norman Powell is to blame.
No, but he called me a bum. Chill. Not only did he call me a bum, he called me a broke bum.
Well, if the shoe fits, if the shoe fits.
But Ox, is Norman Powell really helping his team?
What?
Is he really?
Man, can't nobody help these goddamn Clippers.
Chill. Yes, if you have Norman Powell, that absolutely helps. Yes.
He's the answer.
Are you serious?
He's the answer to what we got going on right now, Ox.
He's not. Yes, no, he's the answer to not. He's the answer to y'all not sitting up here saying the shit y'all saying. When you got Norman Powell, you know how much he helps James Harden.
Okay,
yeah, Norman Powell helps James Harden.
Now you
so
said it right,
much.
Norman Powell.
That part is correct, Ox. But here's the difference.
His ass off over there.
You literally just.
But Ox, chill. You watched the last season when Kawhi didn't play till early January. Norman and James Harden was looking great together. Like Norman Powell absolutely helps James Harden a whole lot. Takes a lot of weight off of James Harden's shoulders. 100% he does. Y'all, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to y'all act like Norman Powell wasn't right there shoulder to shoulder with James Harden all the way through till February when Kawhi got his legs up under him.
That's not my point though.
Norman Powell's
because y'all do this all the time. Huh?
We're seeing what he's doing in Miami.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, chill. What type of question is that? Y'all act like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like James Harden did his thing last season, but he didn't just carry. Like Norman Powell had a lot to do with that. And I think Zubac was playing better last year too. But Norman Powell absolutely is a difference maker. What's the record right now? 5-16.
5-18.
5-18. They would no. So I'm not saying they'd be 18-5 if they had Norman Powell, but it would be a lot better than this. Chill. They would probably they could have 10 wins. Norman Powell's a huge difference maker for sure.
Ox, once again, sell the team.
He's not going to do that. That doesn't even make any sense. If you think Steve Ballmer's selling the team, like, come on, bro, be for real.
Get their ass. Okay, you don't want to sell them. Relocate them. They need a fresh start. I ain't talking about to Seattle either. We don't need no motherfucking Seattle Clippers.
We don't want them.
They just
goddamn.
let's have a realistic conversation, bro. They just built an arena. Like, let's have a realistic conversation.
That badass decision, shit. They better do that. They gotta.
That's okay. The Sparks could play in that.
Okay,
but give that shit to the Sparks, then.
Yeah, but let's have a realistic conversation though. They just built an arena. They're not moving the team. Like, let's talk.
That was a badass decision. Nobody got no.
Ain't nobody
buying no Clippers.
See, Barber got all that money. He can move the arena.
Okay, I see y'all just playing today.
Yeah, for real.
No, I said relocate the team.
I thought we was gonna be serious.
You said relocate the team. Drench, you know they just built the arena over $1 billion. What are you doing? Ox, let's get back to what you were just saying, Ox, about Norman Powell.
Kobe Brown.
Right. So, all right, they've had some. I'm not going to argue the point about injuries because they have had some. You know, Bogey's been out of the lineup, sure. They definitely need Derrick Jones Jr. He's been out of the lineup. He definitely helps them, I think, on both the offensive and defensive end. This team, however, with Norman Powell, considering how much they've fallen off a cliff, defensively, Norman Powell isn't contributing to that. He's not helping that. We're talking about offensively.
You was last season praising Norman Powell's defense.
Yeah, and I was wrong. I was 100% wrong about that. Yes,
defense.
I was 100% wrong about that. I wasn't. I'm not sitting here saying that I was wrong about that. I can't. In fact, when I look at him playing with the Miami Heat, they do a lot to protect him on defense. A lot. Now, with that being said, this Clipper team, if I'm looking at them, what type of dynamic they have, Kawhi Leonard, I'm not saying he's going through the motions because you ain't going through the motions of getting 30. I ain't saying that part. You ain't going through the motions of getting 39. But he does look like he just works here. Like, I'm gonna do my job and then I'm out.
He's always been like that.
I mean,
what you want him to do?
There is a level of disinterest from Kawhi Leonard. It 100% looks like that.
What's showing you that?
No, I don't think it's disinterest. He
out there playing with Kobe Brown and Kobe Sanders. He gonna get his buckets and do the best he can and take his ass home.
So he got two Kobe's and can't win games. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Mars. He disinterested in passing the goddamn ball. That's
one Kobe and 3-peat, but Kawhi got two and can't win nothing.
Pass the ball to who, Drench? Pass the ball to who?
Kobe
Sanders,
when
Kobe Brown.
When this season started,
he don't need to pass. He damn all that passing. Get a bucket.
He's been getting buckets, and how's that been going, Ox?
It's not gonna go nowhere. Chill. This team is clearly nowhere near the level of play I thought they were gonna be at. Also, I know people think that Bradley Beal doesn't help at all because he was starting slow to the season, but Bradley Beal or Kobe Sanders, like, be for real. Bradley Beal absolutely would help a little bit. Norman Powell, he's not here no more, so don't worry about that. Derrick Jones Jr., like, chill, come on. Like, I don't see what you don't see. Bogey, Bradley Beal, Derrick Jones Jr. Those are three players that I thought were going to impact this team in a positive way. They're not here. And so why are we sitting there having a conversation like, oh, the team? I don't understand what you're saying, Chill. What do you expect? What more do y'all expect from Kawhi Leonard and James Harden?
What I expect from
but hold
you
want
want
Chill
you want Kawhi Leonard to show frustration to make you think he cares?
No, I want them to actually win games. Ox,
they're not gonna win no games, Chill.
15 games. This team shouldn't be that bad. Stop trying to tell me.
Just come off of that.
Now.
It's
I'm
over.
now with Kobe Brown and this guy and that guy. I'll stop the bullshit because we've seen players in the game today who have less talent still win games. Even in the Western Conference.
Yeah, but not these niggas, though.
Give me a break, Ox. How many times did you tell me last season about save us, Joker? And Joker was saving them. They were winning games off the strength of Joker saving them. Meanwhile,
what do I got to do with them?
I got everything to do with it because this is the attitude that they had with the Clippers, and they got James Harden, and they have Kawhi Leonard, who, by the way, you just told me is balling. And with him balling, that shit's still not leading to anything. This reminds me of the Clippers in the 90s.
It's not going to lead to anything.
This team shouldn't be as bad as they are. They should not be. And I'm not
Chill. You got to remember how many games did Kawhi Leonard miss after the ankle injury?
Okay,
what, 7?
10. Okay.
Kawhi missed 10 games. So no Kawhi Leonard. Mm-hmm. You got James Harden out there with Kobe Brown and Kobe Sanders.
Why are they the ones catching the strays the whole time?
How many? Because it's easy. Exactly. It's easy. How many games did you expect them to win, Chill, with James Harden, no bogey, Kobe Brown and Kobe Sanders?
Okay, first and foremost, stop talking like Zubac not on the floor. Stop talking like they don't have other guys on the floor.
Man, okay,
Zubac is out there with a bunch of G League guys. No, he isn't. Chris Dunn is a viable NBA player. Stop talking to me like this dude got a bunch of just G League guys. He's got some good NBA players.
They did suffer 2 big injuries though. Like we're forgetting about Derrick Jones Jr. as well. Derrick Jones Jr. is a big injury for these guys.
These were guys that were supposed to be impactful on this team.
Keep in mind, Bradley Beal was supposed to be Norman Powell's replacement. So you lose 2 players that will be starting right now.
Zubac ain't doing shit.
And Brook Lopez.
You know, Ron Mercer was once supposed to be Michael Jordan's replacement,
so that doesn't help.
Right. So that's all. That's all I'm saying, Chill. First of all, Chill. It's I 100% thought that this Clippers team was going to be much better than they are. I have no problem being wrong. Like I don't care about that. But what I'm saying is, I definitely expected Bogey, Derrick Jones Jr., and Bradley Beal to be 3 of the guys that impacted this team in a positive way. They're not here. Kawhi Leonard twists his ankle. I know Drench feels like, he twisted his ankle. He shouldn't have missed as many games as he did. But he did. He missed 10 games. Those are throwaways. Kawhi Leonard is back, and he's balling.
They probably lost all 10 of them up. I think they beat the Hornets. No, I think they beat the Hornets.
Right. Kawhi Leonard is back and balling, but that's not going to do anything. They're not going to get better with that because why, Mars? Because he's playing with Kobe Brown and Kobe Sanders.
Yo, Mars and Penn, I would like to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Mars, do you have anything to speak into the Clippers about? Is there anything that you can address on why they're so bad? Or just what's your outlook on it?
Well, obviously, I was wrong about the Clippers. I don't know if it's possible to be more wrong than I was about the Clippers. Yeah, they quite frankly just suck. I don't know. Like, it's really that simple. I don't buy into they shouldn't be this bad because by the end of the day, they are. They're as good as they should be because they're not choosing to be bad. So if they're this bad, that's how bad they are. I think the reasons are a regression from Zoo has not helped because he was the reason they were a top 5 defense last year. Chris Dunn was cool. No, Chris Dunn was really good. I'm not going to dismiss him. Chris Dunn was really good last year, but Zoo and him were the reason they were a top 5 defense. And if you're going to see a regression mainly from Zoo on defense, you're going to see the flaws when you have James Harden out there, who's been bad defensively, the lack of athleticism on the perimeter, and especially now that Derrick Jones is out. You see that, to Chill's point, this team is old. They're the worst transition defense in the league for a reason. They have no one you can rely on to get back and stop the ball consistently. They're getting beat down the court time after time after time. Well, last I checked, they were the worst transition defense.
Ox, they got ran out of the arena last night, Ox.
Damn, you think you can't get back,
by a better team.
They're the second worst transition defense now. Second worst.
Miami's clearly better.
Who's the worst?
Hey, you can't get back because you old now?
No, well, I'm not saying you can't get back because you're old, but I am saying that I do think that contributes for the Clippers. Now, I think I've seen old people get back on defense.
Off the hook with that.
That's what I'm saying.
So I've seen old people get back on defense. So I'm not going to say, you're old, therefore you can't get back on defense. It doesn't matter. But I do think that contributes for them, especially when you have old guys who aren't the highest effort defenders. Brook Lopez is out the rotation now because he can't move. And this is a team that I said had extreme depth. I was like, Brook Lopez in a backup role, he can thrive because he's not asked to be a starter like in Milwaukee. He can't move. Chris Paul had a really good season last year. Chris Paul is not good anymore. So 2 guys who I thought were going to be really good backups for them, quite frankly, aren't even NBA caliber players to the point, impactful NBA players anymore. So that hurts their depth. Derrick Jones Jr. went down, so that hurts their depth. Bradley Beal came into the season hurt and now is out for the season. That hurts their depth. So the depth that I thought was going to be a strength for them has now been depleted, to Ox's point, into Kobe Brown and Kobe Sanders. So the strength that there is gone, and they don't play fast. So in a league that everyone's playing faster, we know the efficiency numbers. Efficiency goes down for each second of the shot clock, blah, blah, blah. The Clippers are the only team in the NBA I've seen where they don't get into their action until there's already 14 on the clock.
Exactly.
So they're already just bleeding so much offensive value every single game because they're deciding to walk the ball up the court. And then James Harden waits, and then he has to pick the guy who's coming to set the screen. And then by the time he gets his first screen, there's already 12 on the clock. The amount of times I've watched the Clippers play late into the clock and someone's catching a grenade is ridiculous. So they play too slow. They can't keep up with teams in transition. So they're being blitzed on both sides. They don't get out in transition. So they don't get those points. The other teams are getting out in transition, so they are getting those points. And then on the margins of half-court offense, they're already playing late in the clock, a bunch of grenades. Their shooting has been inconsistent. No one else you can rely on to score outside of James and Kawhi. Zoo has had a down season on both sides of the ball. It's all over there.
Mars, you being fake, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you bring up all of that and what they missing, and you didn't bring up Ben Simmons. See, I knew you didn't believe that bullshit you was talking about last year, but it's okay. I'm just saying,
Ben Simmons, he's not even on the
you
team.
ain't bring up they missing Ben Simmons. They missing Ben Simmons. You ain't bring up all that with the Norman Powell and all the other shit. They missing Ben Simmons too. Don't forget that.
When you got up,
well, all I did was bring up Zoo and Chris Dunn.
You
I didn't bring up no one from last season.
That was Ox. My bad.
When you have
the Clippers getting their ass, hey Ron, what B and say? The Clippers getting their ass thrashed. That's what they get.
Mars, when you have an old team, to your point, that they have the second worst transition defense in the league. When you have an old team and they go up against fast teams like the Miami Heat, that's going to be a huge problem for you guys. I watched Davion Mitchell, 3 of them, Mars, not 1, not 2, 3 of them I counted, where he's getting wide open looks in transition where there's nobody 3 feet from him. And that's not by design. That's not, okay, we're just leaving Davion Mitchell open to let him shoot. In some instances, it could be with other teams. With this team in particular, they couldn't get to him. And because they couldn't get to him, he was wide open at the long ball line. He was wide open in transition, which would explain why he didn't miss a shot last night, Ops. He didn't miss 1 shot. He was 6 for 6 from the floor because he's shooting wide open shots.
Who you talking about?
Davion Mitchell. He was wide open last night. And even then, to back to Mars's point, even then, when the Miami Heat's offense got bunched up, because there was times when both Norman Powell and Bam were overloaded on one side of the floor, but because this Clipper team is so slow in recovering, they could make up for it where Bam just gets out the way and dives to the basket. And when he dives to the basket, he doesn't take one defender with him because here they come. He takes both defenders with him, which now leaves Norman Powell wide open at the long ball line because they're not communicating. And the reason why they're not communicating, once again, ladies and gentlemen, because they're old. This is an old bad team.
Damn, old motherfuckers can't talk either.
They old.
What? You just attribute anything to age now, so old people can't talk?
That's why this team is
because they're old, they can't hear? Is that what it is?
Oh, that's insane. That's crazy.
Old people can't do shit. Chill. I mean, at this point, roll the wheelchairs out for them. I mean, goddamn.
Yo, Pin.
That's a new one. They didn't communicate because they're old. Okay.
Thoughts on the Clippers?
I mean, the league has gotten a lot faster. That's what I'll say to you. They're younger, they're faster, and it matters that you're the oldest team in the league. I watched the oldest team. I think when the Dallas Mavericks won in 2011, they were the oldest team in the league.
Sure.
Right. In 2005, the Spurs were one of the oldest teams in league history. 2005, 2006. But the league was slower. The league was older. Right now, the league is very quick. Action is very quick. The number of actions you have to guard on a single play are very quick. And this team, as Mars said, just does not get back in transition. They don't get back in transition. They don't have schemable defenders who work together. Zubac has not been great. And I think Kawhi and Harden are getting a lot of slander for no reason. They've played well. So... yeah.
To your point, Pin, in 98 in the finals with the Bulls and the Jazz, the 2 oldest teams in the league, by the way.
That is slower pace. Slower pace.
But because we're doing this, as much as we're doing this, I mean, it's so much. It's a young man's game today. And the league today is a young man's game. And when you have guys, when you have a team like the Miami Heat, Pin, I'm not. You're a numbers guy. They had 140 last night. That's the 5th time this year they've scored 140, which is good enough for numero uno in the league.
They're not.
Well, at the same time, Ken, at the same time, Chill, you can. I mean, you don't have to play as fast, but you got to play defense. Like they don't play fucking defense, so that's to negate everything. Like you can play it at a slower pace. You can slow the game down, but at the end of the day, if you do not defending and you turning the ball over, and you're not going to get back in transition, like it's not like they taking it out and not getting back. It's just like they shoot a bad shot and don't nobody get back. Every shot that the Clippers shoot that is bad, it look like it depletes the whole team. It looked like everybody, oh, fuck, I ain't getting back. He took that bad-ass shot. That's how it looked. It just looked like a sorry-ass team. It looked like they just not together as a unit.
But, Chill, I don't even think it's just age. And I don't think it's Kobe Sanders. Okay? I don't think it's the Kobe problem. Okay? I think it's just a leadership problem.
Right.
I think someone needs to grab all these dudes in the locker room and be like, we're not getting our ass kicked like this anymore. We're going to get back in transition. Even though we need icy hot the next day, we got to get back in transition. Who is the leader of this team? It's Kawhi.
It's the system. James Harden.
James Harden. It's Ty Lue. Who is the vocal leader who can grab everyone by the balls right now and be like, yo, we're not playing like this.
Oh, please don't grab me by the balls.
He means this problem. I know what you're talking about, Penn. This problem.
Easier said than done. I don't think
y'all too young, man.
Yeah, you damn right. It's easier said than done, Mark. Damn right it is.
So
it depends on the person. I mean, yeah, but I don't think they're going into team. I don't think they're going into team meetings.
You said grab the
going into team meetings saying, "Oh yeah, we don't care about transition."
I
think they're acknowledging the problem. I don't think they're ignoring the problem. Like I think whoever's leading, whether that's Jeff Van Gundy, who I know is big part of their defensive organization, I think he's preaching transition defense.
Sure.
Yeah.
We had a point, Mars, where
I mean they signed a whole bunch of guys who look good on paper, right? John Collins looks great on paper. Brook Lopez great on paper.
Like trash.
You know what? It feels like the person who put this team together had a copy of NBA 2K12, 2K13, went to the roster and was like, "Who's good? Who's good in the NBA? That guy's good. That guy's good. That guy's good. Oh shit, they're free right now. They're available. I can get John Collins. I can get.
Yeah.
Exactly.
John Collins not old.
He plays old.
Ever since Swiper made that John Collins better than Carlos Boozer shit, that shit just been
John Collins hasn't been good for a little while.
That's what I'm saying.
Mars, is it fair?
He started off all right, in my opinion.
But they still look like the guys who were great. They like all these guys still look like they did when they were hooping. And that's the kind of weird thing about watching this team. It's like Chris Paul kind of still looks like Chris Paul. He's a little bit older, but he still looks like Chris Paul. And he was functional last year. But he was functional next to a whole bunch of really good young defenders. I believe that Chris Paul is still a decent basketball player. I believe Zubac can still anchor a defense.
I ain't gonna lie.
He can't anchor this defense.
Can he anchor this defense? Is the $1 million?
No, because there's too many holes. There's too many holes for any one player. What this team needs is Draymond Green. If Draymond Green came into this locker room, immediately.
Damn, they'll fucking have AARP sponsors all over the court if Draymond Green came in.
Well, Mars, you just brought up an interesting point in terms of basically coming in the locker room and like let's have a conversation about this. Could it be that I think Ty Lue's been there. I think we're in year 5 now with him, 5 or 6.
He got there in 21, so yeah, 5.
Okay, so we're in year 5. Could it possibly be that voice is being turned off? That voice is being tuned out? Could it possibly be that Jeff
there's
Van
a lot
Gundy,
of distractions, Phil? Because there's a lot of distractions. We watch the off season, right?
I don't think they care about that. I don't think
you
they
don't
care
think
about
that matters.
No,
you don't think that matters that your organization is being investigated.
Oh,
that your star player
matters to who?
Now that matters to the organization. Don't matter to the player.
Yeah, I stay away from projecting.
Are we acting like the Kobe court trial didn't hurt the Lakers?
It did.
That's way different. That is way different.
No, it's not. And the reason here's why it's not different.
That impacted one person.
It's not different.
You two are delusional.
No, that's
definitely
what?
I say planting trees is not different than what.
Here's why it's not different. The reason why it's not different because
totally different.
When we come into practice every day, this is what we have to listen to. You dudes is looking at it from Bryant just having to deal with the trial.
He had to go to court.
Okay, he had to go to court. I get that part. The point that I'm making is every day we come to practice, we have to answer questions about.
There ain't nobody asking about that.
Are they still asking them about that?
Yes, they don't
ask Kawhi about that one time.
I don't listen to the Clippers.
It was a
media
huge
sessions.
distraction, and I don't think y'all are remembering. He was there. His cousin was on the team.
Every day you come into practice, this is what we have to deal with. And this becomes a distraction.
So listen, man.
Every day that we come into practice, we're trying to figure out how to deal with, I don't know. We're trying to figure out how to deal with Toronto. We're trying to figure out how to deal with Milwaukee. But instead of going over why we're not rebounding better, you know what we're going over? We're going over what's the plan moving forward? How are you dealing with this Kawhi Leonard situation? How are you dealing with
asking them about that? I haven't heard
the media because they're there every day.
I don't listen to the Clippers media sessions, but I don't know if they're still asking about that. But maybe they are. I don't know.
I seen Kawhi get asked one question about it. He said it's old, and that was the last thing they got by that.
if
you're
Brooke Lopez and you just signed with the Clippers, how many people asked you this offseason, bro, what's going on with your organization? What's going on with your team? We come into training camp. Okay. Well, if your organization
Brooke Lopez is a vet, you gonna tell them, man, get up out my face,
gonna say
bro.
it, bro? I don't know.
No, for real.
Brooke Lopez is like, man, get up out my face.
The point is, I didn't have
that's why he can't move his feet.
I didn't have a bullish outlook.
Pablo don't got this type of motion, Pen.
Yes, I don't think so either.
Sure,
it's over with the off because it's not the off season no more.
100% does.
I don't think nobody.
So how come it's not affecting Kawhi?
It is. You ain't hit you say you look disinterested.
How come it's not affecting Kawhi?
What team does Kawhi play for? Does he play?
Why is not affecting Kawhi?
Hold on. Does Kawhi play for the Lakers? Does he play for the Raptors?
But why is not affecting Kawhi?
Kawhi Leonard is a high-paid player.
Why is not affecting Kawhi?
So wait a minute.
Hold on,
that's
Mr. Ox.
Question.
That's a bullshit question. All right, so come on, man. Be for real.
What team does Kawhi play for?
But why is it not affecting Kawhi?
You keep saying it's not affecting him. How about the rest of the guys?
No, because y'all pretend like y'all know what these dudes is thinking based on nothing.
No,
he's balling, so it's clearly not affecting him.
Okay, so it ain't affecting him. So explain.
Is that why he wrote it? Is that why he tweaked his ankle? Chill? Did he tweak his ankle because a reporter asked Brooke Lopez about him not planting trees?
No,
I mean his ankle would have been stronger if this offseason he was out there guarding. His ankle would have been stronger.
If he was focused on hooping instead of defending himself, maybe his ankle would have some
you dudes would sit here and tell me that this stuff doesn't matter when these guys have distractions. That this stuff doesn't matter. Like these guys are like when something's going on off the court, and every day when I come in here, I gotta answer questions about this specific thing. Whether it's
it ain't every day, nobody asking him about
the point
that.
is whether it's for a month.
I'm gonna listen to the Clippers media session yesterday.
Whether it's for a month, whether it's for a couple of weeks.
How about you listen to training camp?
This is something that's been going on.
We watch
training camp. That shit was 2-3 months ago.
The point we're making is they've been asked about it for a while.
It's December.
We know they asked about it in training camp because they kicked that ESPN lady out of
2 months old.
December.
So I'm gonna listen to the Clippers.
If it was that serious, we would see it on X. We would see it on X.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't asked about it, but we'll see. Maybe
fellas,
but even if they were asking about it,
fellas, you guys are all distracting the chat from an opportunity from them to make money. You see, the chat has aspirations and they have motivations and they have intentions to make a big splash in their bank account. And they can do that by way of Splash Sports. Now, here's how you guys are going to do this, chat. Listen to me and listen to me clearly. You're going to click the link in the bio. And it might not take you to the place you want to go, but it's going to take you to the place you need to go when you click this link in the bio. It's going to take you to Splash Sports. There, after you download the app, you will see a screen. And on that screen, you're going to see a whole lot of players. You're going to see the faces of players that play in the NBA. Some of them might play in the NCAA. Some of them might play in the NFL. And when you see these faces, you're going to go to the familiar faces because you know these players. And you know the game that they play. And you know their player projections. So when you see SGA 29.5 points, what are we going to do, chat? We're going to take the more because SGA is going to go for more than 30 on any given night. And that's how you do it. You choose 2 to 6 players based on their player projections. You go more or you go less. And the cool thing about it is you don't play against the house. Why? Because the house is shady. The house is sketchy. The house is what got some other NBA players in some mess that we don't even really got to talk about it. But you play against other fans and you can outsmart these other fans because they don't know ball like you. And that's really that. And it's so easy. We're going to show you guys how to do it right here, right now. Big Ox, what you got for us?
Well, today we will be on playback watching the game, right, Ron? So we decided to stick with the Warriors versus the Thunder. Unfortunately, Steph's not playing. Jimmy and Draymond are game time decisions, so I couldn't pick those guys. Instead, we went with SGA. Took the more on 31.5 points. Brandon Podzinski, 22.5 PRA, went more.
What's his name?
Chet Holmgren, 10.5 assists and rebounds, also went more. And then to wrap it all up with Jonathan Kuminga, he goes by come buckets. We went more than 18.5 PRA. Easy money, y'all. Easy money.
We will see you guys in the winner's circle. Download the app and go get your easy money too. All right, fellas, check me out. I got 2 Clippers questions that I got to ask you guys, and we got to get down to the bottom of this right now. The first question, well, I'm going to tell you both questions, and then we'll start with the first one. The first thing is, obviously, the Clippers pick is going to OKC, and this has all the GMs in the league in a frenzy. As of right now, the Thunder have a 40% chance at a top 4 pick and a 10% chance at the number 1 overall pick, as the Clippers record is now 5-15 on the season. And if OKC, gets one of those picks, you know what the top 5 is looking like right now. It is a group of big 5 prospects that they could potentially get their hands on. So that's one thing. But also, I just got to ask you guys before we even get to that whole pick thing, will the Clippers turn their season around? Do you guys have hope, or is there a possibility that you guys think that they can get everything together, pull it together, maybe play some defense?
They'll be in the playing round. They'll be in the playing.
Look, they got chemistry issues right now.
The plan.
That's it. They got chemistry issues.
Yeah,
I watch enough basketball in my life right now to tell you they got chemistry issues. So someone got to fix their chemistry issues. I don't think firing a coach is going to help.
They got a lack of playing.
You know, Ron, I like to come up here and tell the future, right? I like to come up here at Penstradamus. I like to tell the future. Let me give you a vision into the future. Okay, this is the vision. Flash forward a year from now, Cam Boozer is playing minutes on the OKC Blue. There you go.
What? What are you talking about? And what Russ Buck said? What are you talking about, bro?
Why would he be doing that?
Why would he be doing that? The reason why
because there ain't no minutes on the main team, yo. That's how stacked the OKC.
No way.
There'd be no
way
benefit.
The NBA is letting him get
in the G League. There'd be no benefit to that.
What's your man? Jalen Williams. If Jalen Williams is on that team, he's gonna be on that bench watching Cameron Boozer play all his minutes.
Benefit to
AJ Dabansa playing for the OKC Blue. I don't know who the hell you are, but you playing for the OKC Blue if you get drafted.
They will get minutes, especially in the regular season. They will get minutes.
All the top 5 dudes over there. I mean, all the top 5 guys that are projected to be top 5 are getting minutes on OKC.
Easily,
they're not.
Caleb Wilson, I could see. Okay, but
Darren Peterson's better than Wallace.
I think he'll play too, but I could see him in the G League. Also, watching the post-game interviews, they're not
in the draft or top 3.
Any of the top 5, any of the big 5.
Did we not just see Reed Shepard in the G League last year? Did we
yes,
not
we
just
did,
see him?
Joe.
All these niggas better than Reed Shepard.
He's balling. You know what the problem is? Y'all think you're too good for the G League. You're not.
That's the number 1 pick.
I'm not Cam Boozer. What you talking about me for?
Hey, Cam Boozer's too good for the G League.
Yeah, you're not good enough for the G League, Mars. But
Cam Boozer is too good for the G League. Yes,
fair enough. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He is.
All right. This is a pointless conversation.
19-year-old.
But to answer your question, Ron. Yeah, I think in 60 games a lot can happen.
Cooper Flag right now is too good for the G
League. Is Cameron Boozer
19?
Cooper Flag is 18, and today he is too good for the G League.
Right.
Cameron Boozer could start in the NBA today.
And Cameron Boozer having a better college season than Cooper Flag.
Oh, don't say that, Drench. You're gonna be careful, brother.
I know what I'm saying.
Who is he triggering there? Me?
I'm just saying.
Is Cam Boozer?
Look, Cam Boozer starting the league yesterday.
So if he's on that Oklahoma City team, is he better than Jalen Williams today?
Bookmark this.
Jalen Williams, light-skinned Jalen Williams.
Yes, sir.
He's been better than him for 3 years.
He's a better player.
That's what I'm asking. Is he better than Jalen Williams?
He's a better player than Jalen Williams.
So he's better.
And I like Jalen Williams.
So at minimum, he's cracking that rotation. At minimum.
Yes.
At minimum,
do y'all understand?
Him and Chet are going to be playing together a lot.
Like going to go again.
So you can take that how you want, Farzay Hardenstein. You can take it how you want. But Cameron Boozer and Chet Holmgren will be playing minutes together if Cameron Boozer was on that team right now.
Trying to convince these dudes that a rookie would need some time to learn how to play OKC defense is like trying to.
Did Chet need some time?
Yes, he did need some time.
Yeah, he took an entire year.
Because he was hurt.
He was hurt.
That time won't be spent in the G League.
And they weren't a championship team at that moment, by the way.
Yeah,
Y'all act like the G League is some sort of demotion.
Just out of curiosity,
it literally is.
Do you genuinely think that OKC ingratiating a rookie will stop them from being the number 1 seed in the Western Conference in a regular season?
No, I just don't see the point.
So they will play him.
So that's what I'm saying.
Will eventually play him, but
there will be no consequence to them playing him in the regular season.
What he's arguing,
they will still win.
What Penn is arguing is that this team is stacked, and just maybe because they're stacked, and the way that this group is ingratiated right now, that there might not be immediate run for him. That's what Penn is saying. So
it
maybe,
will be.
Yes.
So
We understand
whoa.
You know what he's saying.
So maybe,
but he's wrong.
So maybe it might do him some benefit to go get some reps and play in the G League for a minute.
The worst thing,
and I don't understand why that's such a bad thing.
Yeah,
well, it doesn't have to be Cameron Boozer. It doesn't have to be Cameron Boozer. It could be Cam Boozer, AJ DeBonson, Darren Peterson.
I didn't realize.
Just hold on. Just wait a second. It's not about Cameron Boozer. Like I just said, it's not about Cameron Boozer. It could be Darren Peterson. It could be AJ DeBonson.
Okay.
Either one of those 3 dudes are top 6 players on this team right now. Darren Peterson is better than Casey Wallace.
Come on,
Cam Boozer is better than Jalen Williams. Yes. AJ DeBonson is going to play on that. Any 3 of them dudes are going to play.
AJ DeBonson, the worst one out of all 3 of them
right now. And he gonna get minutes on that team.
Does Darren Peterson fit with this Oklahoma City group right away?
Yes.
Why not?
All the top 5 guys fit with this.
I think Darren's the best fit for them, to be honest.
Yeah,
for real. He gonna play the most minutes. He'll damn near start. Chill. Darren Peterson starts today.
Darren Peterson is starting
on that team today. Why not, Chill? Why not?
I'm just saying.
We already got to start in 2 guards. That's number 1. Number 2.
What's his name? Jason
Wallace, and we got.
And
we got to start in 2. And we got to start in 2 guard that fits our system. Just because you're more talented, that doesn't mean that you fit what we're doing. There's going to be a great.
Why wouldn't he fit, Chill?
Because you don't know what we're doing, Ox. This ain't just basketball.
We playing basketball. We playing defense.
You
playing ball.
Caliber unit here. You can't just throw anybody out here and it's just gonna work.
Not anybody. No, you can't throw anybody, but you can throw Darren Peterson. You can't. No, chill. You can't throw anybody. No, you absolutely can't throw anybody, but you can throw Darren Peterson. Yes, you can throw Darren Peterson, but not just anybody though.
You can throw out
Jason Wallace played all 82 his rookie year on a team that won 57 games.
He never
say it ain't so.
He never played in the G League.
Casey Wallace played every game his rookie year on a team that won 57 games. But I'm meant to believe that Cam Boozer just wouldn't play.
Moss, can you please tell the people?
Just talk about Darren Peterson.
Forget Cam Boozer. Cam Boozer's a better player.
How many years?
Cam Boozer's a better player.
How many years has Casey Wallace been in the league? I'm sorry.
3, right?
So he's been in the league.
In his 3rd year.
We're in year 3, which
Darren
means that
Peterson's
last year when
better
they won the
than
NBA
him.
championship, he was in year 2, which means the year before that he was in year 1, which means the year before that they were barely a playoff team. We're talking about a team that's gonna.
They won 57 games with Casey Wallace playing 20 minutes a game every night.
Okay,
hold on.
I'm meant to believe they can't still be the number 1 seed with Cam Boozer.
Come on,
oh my God, the expectations have changed, Mars. You cannot.
It don't matter about the expectations, Penn. They won 57 games.
That's a lot of games. What the hell? That's almost 60.
I don't know how my point is being missed here. I'm gonna explain my point, and if you still disagree,
it's purposely being missed.
They were able to ingratiate Casey Wallace, who was the number 11 pick or whatever, into a team that won 57 games his rookie year. He played every single game, 20 minutes a night.
How many games did they win the year before?
I'm not finished. All I am saying is that they could ingrain Cam Boozer into their rotation and still be the number 1 seed in the West. That does not mean that he has to play starter minutes. That does not mean that they are going to play him all throughout the playoffs and be a main rotation player. In the regular season, OKC are so good that they can choose to ingrain a rookie into their rotation and they will still win games. And that will be more beneficial for the rookie than playing in the G League where they will average 46 points per game.
That's
Now,
not
They just won 15. They just won 15-1 without J-Dub. They just won 15-1 without J-Dub.
All
So
I'm
you
saying that they can afford to play.
And Chet was in and out the lineup too.
So wait. I will go
miss the third of the season.
more. Chill. I will go chill and pin. I will go as far to say that you can take AJ DeBonsa and put him in J-Dub's place right now, and this team is still the best team in the West as far as records go.
No, best team in the NBA. No, the best team in the NBA.
Right. Well, if you're best team in the West, you're the best team in the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely can do that.
Mars.
You can take AJ DeBonsa and put him in J-Dub's role right now, today, and this team would still be a top team in the league.
You could put Nate Amith there. You could put fucking
That's
Nate
what I'm saying. Any of those top 5 guys.
That's how good this basketball team is. That's how good Shea is.
Darren Peterson, AJ DeBonsa. You could put any of those top 5 guys, and they will be the best.
Has played 14 games this year.
Like, come on.
Okay. Are you trying to say that I'm saying that Cam Boozer won't play at all for the OKC Thunder?
No, you're saying he will play.
That's not what I said. I said he will actually play a G League game, which is crazy to me because he's too good.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Pin, we get it.
Okay,
do you understand that?
We can speed it along.
That was fun. That was fun, y'all. I had a good time.
Yeah, shout out to PC, man. Only up here will argue Cam Boozer G League minutes.
That was fun, fellas. We should do it again sometime.
The point that Penn was making,
you're not going to rant all over and then not get a report. You're going to get a response. Okay, it is a valid point.
It's not valid. Cam Boozer's not playing in the G League.
You scream into a microphone and say it's not valid.
And I can scream and still be right.
The reason why it's not valid to you because
it ain't happened yet.
The reason why it's not valid.
Okay, you tell me when Cam Boozer plays in the G League. All right, Pin, you got it.
Is because you're looking at this unit and you're looking at how good they are.
It's not valid to me because I got enough sense to understand that Cam Boozer's not going to play in the G League.
The reason why it's not valid to you is because you're looking at this unit and you're looking at how good they are, and it's just a plug and play. And to Mars's point, when you talk about Case and Wallace getting on this crew, and the next year they win 57 games, which Mars, that is a fair take. I'm not going to argue that take. However, we are also talking about a team that won. That I think they're projecting that this team wins 70+ games. That team that Case and Wallace got on won 40 games the year before that.
Thank you.
They didn't make the playoffs the year before.
That's a decent amount of games too, though.
They didn't make the playoffs.
They were below 500.
So Case and Wallace made that type of impact his rookie season?
100%.
So why can't Darren Peterson do that?
After you hold on,
Darren Peterson
is not the only reason.
Games, they don't expect you to go back to winning fucking 15. After you win 40 games and you trending up, and you got a player like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, there's no way y'all thought this Oklahoma City team was gonna win 30 games this year.
No, and nobody said that they were. Nobody thought that they were gonna win. Nobody thought that they were gonna win 40 games.
Like for them winning 57 is like, okay, we saw the
trend. So okay, Drench. So how many teams this season?
They won 40 games without Chet.
Okay, they won 40 games without Chet. So how many, and they get Chet back in the lineup. How many teams this season did you think that didn't make the playoffs that were going to be good this year can go from winning 40 games, add Chet to their lineup to winning almost 60 games?
A lot of teams, not 60.
Because that's what happened with Oklahoma City. They won almost 60 games.
Yes, but a lot of those teams don't got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay,
that's why. I bet you if the Phoenix Suns had Chet right now, they would probably win 57 games.
So if we're ingratiating DeBonsta, if we're ingratiating this kid from Kansas,
Darren Peterson.
If we're ingratiating him into the lineup, it's largely due to the fact that we got a bomb squad already.
Yeah, yes.
Yep.
And now you got even more of a bomb squad because you got a better two guard.
Which would mean that because we already got Case and Wallace and Caruso and all of the guys that we have, the idea of him
ain't gonna have them niggas no more. You got Darren Peterson.
You got it.
They damn near.
You can't chill. Case and Wallace can absolutely bounce.
You got it.
Case and Wallace can kick rocks. We got Darren Peterson.
10 minutes. I've been trying to get one line back, and y'all won't let it happen.
Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead. You got it.
Okay.
I muted everybody. Shut up,
the OKC Thunder. Thank you, Ron. The OKC Thunder philosophy, they have oriented their team culture towards the San Antonio Spurs. I think a lot of people can see the parallels between the OKC Thunder and the Spurs, from 15 years ago.
I don't see any parallel.
That's okay. So this is a team that believes in earning your keep. you're not going to come in here and just usurp Alex Caruso or Cason Wallace in the lineup because you're a hyped rookie. They might have to humble your ass a little bit. You're going to have to outplay them. And outplaying Alex Caruso just because you're more talented than Alex Caruso is not the same thing. Because we don't need what you do because we have Shea. We have J-Dub. We have Chet. What we need is for you to buy into defense. Now, I think Cam Boozer is a fantastic player. I think all these dudes would play probably 82 games on every other team. But the OKC Thunder are unique in that the guys who play major minutes for this team are the guys who support Shea, Chet, and J-Dub. So if Cam Boozer comes in and he's grabbing rebounds better than Isaiah Hartenstein, maybe he'll play. If he's defending better than Isaiah Hartenstein, then he'll play. But if he's not, he will sit. And the OKC Thunder believe in development, so they will not allow a player to sit and sit and sit because they can't play him.
Cason Wallace end up playing as the 11th
Cason
pick?
Wallace is exactly the type of role-playing defender that would play major minutes on a team like this. Number one. Number two, what Chill said is true. Their goal when Cason was drafted was not immediately a championship. Notice they didn't win one right away. They didn't push all their chips in. Alex Caruso was not on that team. Isaiah Hartenstein was not on that team. That's how Cason Wallace immediately cracked the rotation as a rookie. He came to a 40-win team. This next rookie might be coming to a 74-win team.
Hold on.
On a 74-win team, you got to get past. Hold up. You got to get past AJ Mitchell. You got to get past Isaiah Joe. You got to get past Alex Caruso, J-Dub. You got to get minutes over all these dudes. And if you're a 19-year-old, I'm sorry, as good as you are at what you think you're good at, you're not good enough to be a better defender than Cason Wallace, who's one of the 10 best guard defenders in the NBA. As good as you think Darren Peterson is. Yo, we just sat here talking about why the Clippers are so bad. The Clippers are so bad because they don't work this way. They're bad because they thought
what does that got to do with
a bunch
Peterson?
of talented bucket getters and we'll win basketball games. Well, what
niggas got Kobe Sanders over there,
bro? Darren
Kobe
Peterson
Sanders is a pretty damn good basketball player, Ox.
And they got Kobe
Darren
Brown,
Peterson better than him too, though.
Darren Peterson is better than him.
Mars
has a question for you.
Mars
has a question for you.
How did
I'm about to get fried.
How did AJ Mitchell make the rotation his rookie year last year?
How many years did AJ Mitchell play collegiate basketball, Mars?
What the fuck does that got to do with anything?
Yo,
Three.
So are we gonna, because AJ Mitchell was a rookie but he was 22, that would explain how he managed to make the rotation on
AJ
the greatest defense of all time?
AJ Mitchell is a really good defender. The OKC Thunder had injuries, substantial injuries, and
he was in the rotation from game one.
How many games did he play last year?
He played until he got hurt. He was played every single game until he got hurt. Missed the rest of the regular season, and then the moment he was available to come back at the end of the regular season, he played again.
And then,
if you remember correctly, AJ Mitchell got minutes. AJ Mitchell got minutes in the NBA Finals.
Listen to me.
AJ Mitchell got minutes in the NBA Finals.
That's a fact. Yes,
so
okay.
just enlighten me.
I don't know if you're being like nasty on purpose or if you're just not understanding what I'm saying.
No,
I'm not saying Cam Boozer will not play for the OKC Thunder. I'm saying he never played G League minutes because he's a 19-year-old kid. So could AJ DeBonsa. So could anybody, because this is a team that does not mind putting their lottery picks in the OKC blue. And I'll tell you right now, Thomas Sorber, if he wasn't hurt, Nikola Topic, if he wasn't hurt, if they're not playing minutes for the main club, we're getting you reps down in the G League, and you're not too cool for the G League when you play for the OKC Thunder.
Who have you seen him do that? Which one have you seen him do that with, though? I'm asking. What are you doing that for? I'm asking.
Huh?
They haven't put Ousmane Dieng, who was a top 10 pick, top 11 pick in the G League.
I was about to say, he sucked at the time.
He was young.
Yeah, but he still sucks now.
I don't get like Derek.
They drafted J-Dub the same year, and guess what? J-Dub wasn't playing no G League minutes. You know why? Because he was good.
So, Mars, do you think that when Cason Wallace went out of the lineup last year, that had anything to do with AJ Mitchell's increased minutes?
Sure, but like I said, AJ Mitchell was in the rotation from game one.
Well, he was in the rotation 100%. He was
every single game,
and we've had, and that's a fair statement. And we've had guys play right from the beginning. But that doesn't mean that your minutes are gonna. That doesn't mean that your minutes are gonna increase. But the fact that Casey Wallace did go out of the lineup, and AJ Mitchell actually did have a really significant impact when Casey Wallace went out of the lineup, and that actually helped him get on the crew and be more a part of what they were doing. Is it not fair to say that did help them?
But Jada,
help him. I mean, specifically.
AJ played in the finals.
AJ Mitchell's games overlapped with Casey Wallace's games. Casey Wallace didn't miss time that allowed AJ Mitchell to. They played the same games when AJ Mitchell
and AJ played in the finals.
100%. So when I'm playing the same games as you, right? I'm playing the same games as you. With me playing the same games as you, I'm battling for minutes. That's essentially what's going on here. But then you go out of the lineup. And when you go out of the lineup, those minutes need to be made up. That's where I come in. And I make
he was
up
hurt by that point.
Who was hurt by that point?
AJ Mitchell.
So are you saying that
AJ Mitchell wasn't getting minutes as a beneficiary of other people being hurt?
Are you saying that Casey Wallace
he was getting minutes because he was in the rotation? That's what I'm telling you.
And I understand that point. But what I'm asking you is the 7 games in a row that Casey Wallace missed, are you saying that AJ Mitchell
was already hurt by that point?
He missed those 7 games too.
Yes, AJ Mitchell was hurt like game 25.
You know another reason
you just told me that
AJ Mitchell was already out. AJ Mitchell's minutes didn't increase because Casey Wallace was out. Because when Casey Wallace went out, AJ Mitchell was already hurt.
So they both was out at the same time.
He was already AJ Mitchell was in the rotation, got hurt, then Casey Wallace got hurt. AJ Mitchell's minutes weren't dependent on Casey Wallace getting hurt to increase. You asked, did AJ Mitchell getting hurt have anything to do with AJ Mitchell's minutes increasing? I heard your question. I'm telling you, no, because AJ Mitchell was already out before Casey Wallace missed the stretch of games.
Okay, first of all,
so no, AJ Mitchell got minutes of his own merit as a rookie on a team that just won 57 games and ended up winning 68, and AJ Mitchell was a part of that rotation.
So I really want to answer your Clippers question.
We got to do that later, Ox.
Cool.
Pin, we gotta move on. Cool. But I do want to say this in closing. 2 things. First off, we never factored in the fact that the Thunder typically win games in 3 quarters. So that leaves a whole 12 minutes for anybody to get playing time. Also, you guys understand what we were just debating?
Yeah,
we're just debating a top. We're debating a team that's on pace to win more than 75 games, getting a top 5 pick by way of the Clippers being garbage. Chat, just put that into perspective. But we are going to move on into our next segment, which is the Crunch Time Chats. But before we get to the Crunch Time Chats, you need to like the video. You need to subscribe. You need to become a member. And if you're on Twitter, or if you're not following on Twitter, go follow us and repost the video. If you're not following us on Facebook, like the video and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on TikTok, all of our social media platforms. It is Players Choice Show across the web. Also, if you're not following us on PlayBack, join up. PlayBack is where we watch NBA games. Like literally the panel with the NBA game playing in the background. Like you can actually watch the game, listen to the game, and hear us commentate the game. Yes, tonight we will be watching the late night West Coast game at 11 p.m. Eastern time. OKC, what do you know? We'll see which one of their rookies gets minutes tonight. Going against the Golden State Warriors, it should be an NBA game. I'll just leave it at that. We'll get 48 minutes of basketball one way or another. And also, too, you know, it's been some things going on here at Players Choice. And it's been some winners and it's been some losers. Well, this Friday, we will be dedicating $1,500 to whoever wins this debate. King of the Court style, Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. You will get to see the likes of Swiper, Real Talk, MTEL. Shout out to MTEL. He was a wild card a couple PCLs ago, and now he's playing on the big stage in the big leagues. And then you got a guy named Rez, who was a Hall of Famer, and he cooked up some of the other Hall of Famers, and he was able to play himself into this. So we'll see if he could be AJ DeBanza, Darren Peterson. We'll see if he could be Cam Boozer and get minutes on this big stage. You guys pull up because 3 people are going to win money. And 1 person isn't going to win. So we'll just have to see who really can come out on top. And last but not least, we got some new merch, y'all. And this new merch can lead you to being live on the panel when we perform at the Moda Center later this season. If you collect all 5 pieces of this new merch, which is fly new merch as well, support the panel, support Players Choice, support L Basketball. If you do that, And if you use code PC25, which will get you 25% off the merch, you can potentially be live in Portland at the Motor Center with the panel, with Chill, with Mars, with Drench, with Penn, with Swiper, with Ox, all of that good stuff. So we will see you guys live in the Motor Center with your new fly merch on. All right, fellas, we have crunch time chat. So let's see what the people had to say about what we had to say. I'm going to start with my man, Anna Monica Studios. He sent through this super chat very early in the show. And I'm curious to know how you guys feel about this. You two specifically. Anna Monica said, I just finished up school and work. A person I know said that they would never snitch on someone and that is dumb. If you broke the law and I get interrogated, I'm snitching. He said I'm talking, but basically he said I'm snitching. I'm not about to join you. Chat, panel, are you guys snitching if you get locked up with your best friend?
Ask for a lawyer.
I'm not ratting. I've never ratted on nobody before in my life.
Ask for a lawyer. That's the best.
Maybe just don't break the law, y'all. Just stay away.
That's not the question. That's not the question.
Stay away from crime.
Break the law. His friend broke.
Stay away from crime and stay away from criminals, man. Y'all, do the right thing, man. Stay away from crime and criminals, man. Do the right thing.
What I gotta rat on my friend because he broke the law for? What that got to do with me? I don't know.
Are you snitching? Yes or no?
I'd like to speak to an attorney, please.
That's it.
There we go.
Mars,
that is the right advice.
What?
What are you doing, Mars?
In what?
You and Penn both go to jail, but you didn't commit the crime. Penn committed the crime. What are you doing? Are you telling them that Penn did it, or are you just?
Of course he is.
Yes.
Of course.
What about Jordan?
Man, he not ratting on me. Mars not ratting on me.
What about Dub?
If I didn't commit the crime and someone else committed the crime, I'm making it abundantly clear that I did not commit the crime. And
all right, you were low. You would take some time for low.
If I did not commit the crime and someone else committed the crime, I am making it abundantly clear that I did not commit the crime and that someone else did.
But are you making it abundantly clear that that person committed the crime?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
So just don't commit crimes around all you niggas. Just don't commit crimes around me.
Hey, I agree. You shouldn't commit crimes around anybody.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? This is where we say you got knowledge, but you don't have wisdom. Do you realize? Okay, I'll actually tell you. A friend of mine was outside a strip club in 2008. Okay,
Ox?
Outside a strip club. No, it was not Ox. His buddy pulls out a gun and ends up blasting a bouncer. Okay, he goes to prison for 10 years for being next to the guy. In that situation, the right answer is, can I speak to a lawyer? Because a lawyer will avoid you going to prison for a very long time by saying, nah, it was my buddy who pulled the trigger. Did you know that your buddy had a gun? Oh, yeah, I did, but I didn't pull the trigger. See, this one, y'all need to wisdom, no knowledge, wisdom. Stop saying just snitch. No, do not snitch. Ask for a lawyer. Literally, I don't watch like 500 episodes of like.
I have to pay someone to say the same thing I was going to say anyway.
No, you think you're smart. A lawyer would probably tell you not to implicate your dumbass by telling them that you were there in the first place. Now, the minute you there, now we got to find out if you knew that your friend had a weapon. Now,
if because they don't got cameras outside the strip club.
And I'll just say no. You know why? Because if I knew he had a gun, I would have gone home. You know why? Because I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, y'all bring y'all.
No, yeah. Guess what? I'm going to be innocent because I am innocent. So guess what? He committed a crime. Oh, it was him. It wasn't me. Did you know he had a gun? No, because if I did, I would have gone home. Was you there with him? You have security cameras. You know if I was there or not.
The legal system
does not work. Oh, yeah, I wasn't with him. Oh, but that's you on a security camera.
Going to the crib.
Yeah, but what do you want from me? Like, no, I'm gonna be honest. You know why? Because me being honest is a law-abiding citizen. I have nothing to be worried about because everything I say is going to be true.
Is a bad idea. I promise you, it is a bad idea.
This sucks.
It's a bad idea to go home.
Yeah.
No, it is a bad idea to be honest with the cops because everybody who gets into one of those interrogations, every single person thinks, well, if I just tell them the truth, they'll like me. They'll think I'm a good guy. No, ask for a lawyer.
everything I say will come true when they have it on.
Oh my God! Ask for a lawyer. I probably listen, man. If anybody out there is listening and you get asked by a cop, did you see a person in a black hoodie? I'd like to talk to a lawyer. Okay. Did you see a donut? I'd like to talk to a lawyer. Okay. Did you see the person who walked across the street? I'd like to talk to a lawyer. I'm not talking to you without a lawyer, yo. Because I don't know how watching somebody walking across the street. I'm not even trying to sound paranoid. I'm trying to tell you the truth. Do not ever talk to cops. You are brainwashed into thinking that talking to cops.
I wouldn't say don't ever talk to cops. I wouldn't say that.
My God, do not talk to a cop unless you are the victim of a crime. Do not talk to a cop. If a cop wants to talk to you, believe me, they already know way more than you think.
This just sounds like a North American problem.
No, this is not a.
I'm cool. If I'm innocent, I know I'm innocent. I have nothing to worry about.
You're right. And
yes, until you come to PC weekend, and then
he did it.
Like,
he did it.
You're right, Mark.
You don't have. Are you going to the clinker with me? You gotta snitch on me before I snitch on you.
Chill, you got brothers and sisters.
I got a brother, yes, sir.
I grew up in the house with 4 boys, right? It wasn't no snitching in the crib. One take an ass whooping, we all take an ass whooping.
Shit, not in my house. Them niggas.
Hey, that's just how I grew up. Hey, who did it? Cookies. I know who did it. I'm looking like, you better say who did it. Mama pull that belt out.
I got a question.
Nobody say.
I got a question. My question is, yo, we got a bunch of things going on in the world of basketball. What the fuck we up here doing talking about snitching for?
It was a super chat.
Kidding me? That's what we doing up here talking about snitching? Okay.
I mean, we just spent 20 minutes talking about Cambu's.
You know what?
Minutes.
Hey, chill. I didn't do it. Anamonica Studios did it. He did it.
Karma's a bitch. I'm gonna say that karma is one of them ones. So if Anamonica Studio, you want to snitch on your friend, see you in prison, man.
Anamonica Studios.
See you in prison is crazy. He ain't going to prison if he snitched on his friend.
He probably will.
Hey, Anamonica, good job. Now you can keep sitting on super chat. You did the right thing, brother.
Y'all dudes in the chat.
Y'all
dudes in the chat. Y'all can call me a snitch. Y'all dudes in the chat. Y'all can call me a snitch. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me. You dudes talk that shit all you want. I've been around this shit. I've been in the penitentiary looking at these dudes who've been on the streets moving weight. And when them dudes get in that courtroom and them cops, not only them cops, but them lawyers and them judges start bringing up football numbers, you know the one thing that they say? What do you want to know? So you dudes talk all of this shit that you want about being hard, about being tough. I promise you, when you hear 15 years, when you hear 25 years, when you hear 35 years, or I promise you, you dudes that talk that tough guy shit will be like, what do you want to know? I promise you, you dudes do that. I bet you, especially you kids in there that talk that shit like you do. I promise you, you dudes do it.
Some of these dudes, they think they're hard. They be crying in prison, man. They be crying in the courtroom. They be like, please, judge. I didn't mean to do it.
Don't commit no crime. Just don't commit crime.
You got to. We got.
It's not that difficult.
I'm as a CEO. I'm in the.
You don't commit a crime, you're not gonna be going to prison for a long time.
You don't have to snitch on nobody.
Seriously, ask for a lawyer. Move on. Ask for a lawyer.
Hey, Ox. What was? I think I sent you some on Instagram. It was like 98% of people snitch on the person that they go in with. It was something like that. 98%. I'm here to tell y'all, if you go with me, it's gonna be 98.1 because you're going down and I'm not. All right. Shout out Anamonica Studio. You did the right thing, my friend. I always knew you was a good guy. All right, we got another super chat from Hunter TV. Hunter TV said, fellas, I don't think they try for 12 minutes a game gimmick. What's he talking about? Fellas, I don't think the try for 12 minutes a game gimmick is gonna work long term. Injuries suck, obviously, and 14-6 is a really good record, but we should very easily be 17 to 18 wins. It's getting very annoying. Is this Swiper's burner account?
The Nuggets have lost 4 of their last 5, right?
4 straight at home.
Or is it like 4 of their last 6 or something?
4 straight at home.
I feel
like they've been losing a lot. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just
I think it's 4 of their last 6.
They keep playing down to their competition. Last night they got whooped in the 4th quarter.
I don't think they played down to their competition last night. Once Jamal Murray got hurt, I think that was their competition. Ass. And the
They've
Mavericks
lost
played
3 of
decent.
their last 5.
But
Okay,
do you think like they are getting up for these games against these bad teams? You think they're not playing the record a little bit? I mean, just couple. Can you think of a title contender that's been upset this many times in a week and a half, Jordan?
Maybe they're not a title contender.
Have you thought that maybe you just
That's possible. I'm not here to debate that. I'm just saying, like, how do you lose to the Chicago Bulls on a back-to-back?
Maybe they are.
How do you lose to the Sacramento Kings?
They don't have Aaron Gordon.
They was on the back-to-back when they played us. I knew that we was gonna beat them when they lost Aaron Gordon against Houston, and then they had a back-to-back. It was a rough game in Houston. They had to fly home and play us the very next day. I knew they was gonna lose that game from the jump. I know that we're not better than them, but that's a hard game to win. That's just a part of the schedule construction, bro. It's just part of the game.
When Denver was up like 15 points going into the fourth quarter, you still knew they were gonna lose?
What you talking win against?
I'm talking about the Kings.
Bro, I said
they were
what I said already, bro. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't they have a major second half?
It was a lopsided game at first.
When did they lose it?
Started closing the gap.
I'll look at the play-by-play.
That game last night against Dallas, the Mavericks started slow. They gave up 40 points in the first quarter. With them giving up 40 points in the first quarter, they turned their defense on in the second.
They were up by as much as 9 in the start.
Okay.
They ended up turning their defense on in the second half. I mean, and from the second quarter on, they turned their defense on. Their interior defense sucked last night in the first quarter. Not only did the interior defense suck, their switching sucked. They started to rebound. They started to get stops. And on top of that, Anthony Davis and we're
kicking your ass.
We're gonna. I know we're gonna go over the breakdown, Ron, but I think after the first quarter, the Dallas Mavericks defense really picked up, and I thought that was the difference in the game last night.
You see Ryan Nembhard?
Got busy.
Yeah, played a perfect game last night.
Get Joker ass in the action. Get Joker ass in the action, Mars, and keep him in the action.
The guy. Oh, you
ever
mean
since
the guy,
I've seen him be part of the
that
rotation, ever since I've seen Ryan Nembhard be part of the rotation, I think it's like the past like 3 or 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good. Really,
hey, Morris,
really
do you think he would have did that to Shaq?
You guys are so disgusting. I'm trying to praise Ryan Nembhard. You guys are trying to use it to disservice me. It's just disgusting. Like
that is disgusting, right?
Yeah, I'm here. Let's give Ryan Nembhard praise. Oh yeah, but Jokic sucked on defense. Like, okay,
he did suck on defense though.
Yeah, sure. And we can talk about that when I'm not talking about Ryan Nembhard. Like Ryan Nembhard.
Okay, my bad.
He also did that against the Lakers. He was really good against the Lakers too. Ryan Nembhard, since he's been in the rotation, has been really good. That's what I'm saying.
Mars, you're right. You're right. I apologize for that because shout out to my guy, Coach Hart, been getting them hard right. Shout out to my guy Hart, been getting them hard right. So I definitely wanted. I can't. You right, Mars. My bad. I should never did that.
Yeah, Ryan
my
Nembhard,
guy.
He was really good. Also, Cooper Flag, since he's had point guards playing alongside him. Yeah, I just want to put it out there. Cooper Flag, since they've been putting point guards next to him, Nembhard now, D'Lo, Brandon Williams.
Yep.
And he's actually being able to be a wing.
Yep.
Looks amazing.
Right.
He looks amazing. I said yesterday he's the second best 18-year-old in NBA history. I think that's true. He's still got a couple weeks left until is there a couple weeks until he's 19?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll see what more he can put together. But like the last 2 weeks or so, Coop been looking really, 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 really good. So I like what I'm seeing.
Who's he in competition with? He's Kobe Bryant, Jermaine O'Neal, Tracy McGrady, LeBron James. There just haven't been a lot of 18-year-olds.
KG was 18, right? Was he?
Yes.
Yeah.
And KG, I think, was good, but yeah, I think it's Braun and then Coop.
What was the pick for the Bucks a while back? He was the youngest kid, not Malcolm Brogdon. There was the other kid, the little guard.
Oh,
I keep forgetting his name. He was out of the NBA fast as hell.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He was a guard. Chill, you got to know who I'm talking about. He was a guard. Played for the Bucks. They drafted him high, probably in like
Jennings.
Not Brandon Jennings.
From where?
Probably in like 13, 14.
Where did he come from?
I can't remember.
We got Jabari.
Yeah, but
we got Brandon Jennings. We got Jabari. Got drafted high.
Vaughn. That's his name. Vaughn. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Vaughn. He was like 17, 18. He was the youngest kid at the time in the NBA. What's his name? Rashad Vaughn or some shit like that?
Rashad Vaughn.
Yeah, that's his name.
Was he?
But to speak back into Cooper though,
he was young. Like he went to UNLV, I think. He was young.
Yeah,
I don't think he was
young.
18.
Fellas, though, to speak back into Cooper Flag, him being 18 and dominating.
He got drafted, he was 18, but before his season started, he was 19.
Oh, okay. Do you know who the youngest player was? It was actually Andrew Bynum.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, Jermaine
wasn't
O'Neal
Amir
was number
Johnson out of
2.
high school?
He was. Kobe
As
was
you were
number.
saying, Ron.
Yeah,
Fellas,
sorry.
to speak back into Cooper Flag, obviously he just broke an NBA record. Well, he's the youngest player to score 18, and he's the only youngest player to score 35. He joins LeBron as the only 18-year-old with a 35-point game. He had 35 and 8 rebounds. How do we feel about this career game, and what does this really mean for Cooper Flag?
Well, it turns out I do know what I'm doing. I just at the point guard spot, that job's a lot harder than what I thought it was going to be. So if putting them on the wing is better, putting them on the wing is better. I saw the guard skills, I saw the creativity, and not realizing that it's a lot better for him to just be on the wing and just be more productive there. It does work. No doubt about it. I think that their offense, with getting Anthony Davis back, their offense is going to get better. He's getting downhill with the best of them, finishing around and around. I forget a lot of times that he's 18 years old. I do. I forget because he plays like a grown-up. He 100% plays like a grown-up. The way he finishes around the rim, dunking on guys, not just dunking on guys. I like his kickouts too, because he does read the floor really well for his age, Ron. I think that the issue is him having the ball in his hands and trying to make him into a primary distributor. All right, that's going to come with some time. And I think that as time goes on, I think he's going to get better at that. But I feel like where we are now with him, I think he's making a lot of progress, and I like what I'm seeing.
It just was unnecessary for them to even try to make him a point guard. I was saying that at the beginning, like it was unnecessary. Yeah. It wasn't working in the preseason. It wasn't working in the summer league. It's just not necessary. Like he's so much better. I said that from game 1, Tucci. I said he's so much better when he just plays small forward.
I just thought that
I think he's a better small forward today for having failed at playing point guard. Does that make sense? I don't
think they ever wanted him to be a point guard. I think they was just trying to get
make him a ball handler.
But I think that was just trying to get him ready. Like they I don't think they expected to be very competitive without AD and Kyrie, but I think they're doing it more so for like later on when he's playing with Kyrie to be like a secondary ball handler, to be a secondary decision maker. That's what I kept saying that like. But why not? But just so you can feel that heat. I think they figure, well, he can take it. It's like this isn't going to ruin his career. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he can make. And then best case, well, we don't know. We don't know that. Best case scenario. Best case scenario though, he can be that. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say we put him out there and he turns out he is magic. You know what I'm saying? But it don't hurt. It don't hurt though. It just don't hurt.
I could definitely get with that.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't hurt nobody.
From summer league when Cooper Flag was playing point guard.
Look, man.
They stopped playing him at point guard in the NBA.
They basically barely had a point guard last year at Duke. You consider Tyrese Proctor a point guard?
They got to do with Cooper Flag playing point guard in summer.
What I'm saying is
point guard for 2 years.
He's been playing a little bit of point forward for Duke. When he went out,
what did you see that got better?
Oh my God, stop, Jordan. When he went out, Con Knippel played a little bit of that role too.
Bro, why the fuck do we got to get a history lesson? What did you see from that time to the NBA when he played point guard that got better?
His decision making got better. How about that? Let's start there.
Is better. His handle is tighter. Okay, listen.
He's playing with better players. That's why. He's playing with better players than what he's playing. Jordan, are you going to sit here and tell me that the guys that he was playing with in the summer league see the same game that the guys that he's playing with in the Dallas Mavericks? The cutting is the same. The diving to the basket.
He wasn't making the passes.
What are you talking about?
He wasn't making the passes. I don't know what you're talking about. He wasn't doing it.
Because he was
every time he was playing point guard, he was
playing with better players today. And because he's playing with better players,
and he was getting no assists with better players
today.
Oh God. Okay. Chill. If we had to,
hold on. Y'all be making up shit.
No, you're the one making up shit, Jordan. You're the one. You're the one telling us.
I literally watched games and I said, this motherfucker is playing point guard and is getting 1 to 2 to 0 assists. Literally zero.
Didn't he have a 10 assist game a couple of nights ago, if I'm not mistaken?
Oh, and I just watched Royce O'Neal have like 12. So, I mean, shit.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. When y'all talking about he got better, I'm watching the game. Go down the game log. You're going to see a bunch of 0 assists, 1 assist, 2, 0. And I'm trying to figure out.
He had 11 against the Lakers.
That's what I was thinking about.
Wait, was it? No, that's assist. Yeah, he had 11 against the Lakers. Everyone gets assists against the Lakers. Royce O'Neal just had 12. That says more about the Lakers defense.
Hold on. Against the Lakers, who was the point guard? Was it Ryan Nembhard?
Yeah. Ryan Nembhard was super.
No, he wasn't even fucking playing point at that time.
But he was distributing. He was handling the basketball.
All right, now we gonna change the argument.
No, we ain't changing shit. You turn him into a ball handler. When Cooper Flag first showed up, my logic with Cooper Flag was I saw the guard skills. I saw him being able to handle the basketball. I saw him being able to get downhill. And I thought we could implement that into being a point guard, not realizing that the decision-making that he has isn't what a point guard is in the NBA yet. So I was wrong with that.
So
however, as he's progressed, he has while he's progressing, he's recognizing what the defense is giving him. He's recognizing who to throw the ball to in terms of shooters. He is improving, which he did not do that in the summer league. One, because he was playing with inferior players.
No, because he was playing point guard. He had his best assist game when he played small forward.
I don't understand the point of using assists as a barometer for how well you're playing the point guard position. That's a very casual take. Look, I would say this.
When he was at point guard, he wasn't doing shit but trying to score. He could barely get the fucking ball up the court.
Well, this is the point, Jordan. So in Europe, they teach the game through the point guard position. Yes, I know. I said in Europe, and your head just went, oh no, I'm about to get another history lesson. He's about to tell me about World War II. My God, man.
Fucking way. You love the
Jesus
European
Christ.
Yeah, but what the fuck they gotta do with this, though?
Yap. The minute
He's gonna educate you on how
you're like,
playing
no,
the
we
point
gotta
guard
talk
can
about
develop a
assists.
player.
Damn it.
Yo, we're about to move
I watched this
on.
guy at Duke.
Nah,
He
intellectual
has a
curiosity,
weak handle. I think we can all agree
Which
that
is
he
what this is
sometimes
right
has a high handle. He can sometimes have a lot of trouble bringing the ball up the court. So I'm gonna force my 18-year-old, who I know is gonna be able to deal with failure, to fail early. So
just for you to stop doing it.
So we can find out what he can't do, and he can find out what he can't do. Because I don't want this guy bitching about not getting the ball later on when we already showed you this is what happens when you get the ball. You're gonna get trapped.
God, we fucking changed the argument to some different shit now.
No,
like,
the point here is we start you at point guard as a development rep. Ox was right. And I believe he has gotten better at these things. I think his handle is better because you learn through failure. If you're a good player, which Cooper is definitely a good player, he has always learned through failure. Do you know why he reclassified? Because shit was too easy. He wanted to fail. You know why? That loss that Duke suffered in the Final Four was good for him because you learn through failure. Some people get better through failure. Some people quit through failure.
I believe the experience of playing point guard.
The experience of playing point guard is a fundamental introduction to the NBA. I can introduce. Hold on, y'all. I can introduce. Listen, if I put him at center, he would have had an easier time. I'm going to tell you this right now. If I put him at center with a decent ball handling point guard, he would have had an easier time adjusting to the NBA from that position because that would have been much more natural for him. If I put him at small forward, he's going to have the easiest time. But if I'm putting him at point guard, he's going to have the hardest time.
So why do they got him at small forward right now?
The reason why they got him at the small forward right now. The reason why they got him at the small forward right now.
They're trying to exhibit Anthony Davis.
So I'm glad you brought that up, Jordan.
Now we got another fucking reason why they doing some shit other than the motherfucking not good at point guard.
Jordan, I'm glad you brought that up, Jordan. Let's stay right here.
They went and got a rookie that's on the two-way and said, hey, you come fucking play point guard.
Jordan, stay right there. You being a coach, how do you find out what I do? How do you find out how to make me effective? You as a coach.
I watch.
Forget you as a coach. You as a trainer. How do you find out what people can do?
I just wait. Stay right here, Jordan. Stay right here, Jordan. How do you, I'm 6'4". I'm super freak athlete. I'm a super freak athlete. I got a handle. I can defend. I will compete. Okay. How do you find out what I'm going to be the most effective with on your crew?
Okay, I get the way you're trying to frame this question. So I'm going to frame it a different way so you can see how this don't make no sense what you're trying to frame.
Okay.
Let's say I wanted to make Kobe Bryant better in the post. Should they fucking play him at power forward or center?
No, we're not going to play him.
Why not? Why not?
Okay, the reason why.
Yes, yes.
Why not?
You can. If you want him to get his ass beat, if you want him to work on his post defense, go play him at small forward or power forward when he's too skinny to play small forward or power forward. No problem.
If we want to play Bryant at the 4,
he can get better at the post.
If we want to play Bryant if we want to play Bryant at the 4, why do we not want Bryant to be better in the post? And how are we going to get Bryant better at the post?
Just have him go in the post as a guard.
But that's not the same. But that's not an equivalent. That's a false equivalent.
Why is that not equivalent?
Because Kobe Bryant didn't play power forward in high school. Kobe Bryant didn't play center.
First of all, you don't even know he probably did.
Okay, well that's not what I'm saying, Jordan. Again, my original point when it came to Cooper Flag, my original point when it came to Cooper Flag was Cooper Flag exhibited these skills, and I thought that he'd be able to play the lead guard. Only to find out that shit is a lot more difficult, and he's much more suited for the wing. I did find that out by actually putting him at the point guard. But however, I am going to need him as a ball handler at some point throughout the season. And that's going to help that I put him at the point guard because he did learn some things, even though he failed at it. He did learn some things while being there.
Oh, I promise you, Chill, you don't have to put an NBA player at a position to say that what you learned that you can't handle the ball. Like all he learned was, Chill, that he can't play point guard. Which he probably already do.
I can't do it. I can't do it for an entire season. I can't do it for an entire.
He can't do it at
for an entire game. I can 100%. I can 100% orchestrate offense from time to time. I can do that. Yes, I just can't do that night in and night out. No, that's not my job. Just like Russell Westbrook can rebound. Russell Westbrook shouldn't be our primary rebounder.
Chill.
He should not be that.
Small forward, shooting guard, every position on the floor can dribble. So he's going to have an opportunity to dribble in the game.
Yes.
When you take a point guard off the floor, you don't have that secondary relief. Okay, you don't have a release valve. You can't just throw it to somebody.
Okay, Pen, because me and Chill kind of on the same path. You the one that's hard-headed on this. If your point is true, Pen, why do they have him at small forward now? Because they want to teach him a lesson?
No, because they're trying to exhibit Anthony Davis for potential trades, and winning will help.
I don't think they trading Anthony Davis.
That make no fucking sense to Cooper Flag point. Zero.
Cooper Flag running point guard is not going to help Anthony Davis look better. Anthony Davis scoring 30 points playing with a traditional point guard, and Cooper, I don't think.
So you think they got together and said, this is what you think they got together in the GM office?
Okay, listen to me. Guys, the coach who's playing him at point, the coach who played him at point guard also at one point played Giannis at point guard. Now, does Cooper Flag have more natural point guard skills than Giannis Antetokounmpo did at the same age?
No.
Yes, he does. He's a better passer than Giannis was at 18, 19 years old. Now, in fairness, Giannis tried the point guard position, I think in his second year or third year, was it? Second year?
Yeah.
So it's not like Cooper's been playing basketball a lot longer than Giannis has been playing basketball. First of all, he's a lot polished at the same age. There's a reason why Giannis was 15th in the draft, despite being a 6'9" athletic freak. Okay. The point is, in Europe, there is a belief that we teach every single player to learn from the point guard position. Nikola Jokic played a little bit of point guard. I don't know if you can tell that from the everything about him. Playing point guard is a helpful thing. I don't know why people in America
if you're good at it,
to stick a dude in the post. And this is why, by the way, the world has caught up. This is why 5 of the 6 best players in the league are international
you just
players.
Switch the argument to you're gonna switch the argument.
No, the point here is
it
is perfectly logical to play Cooper Flag at point guard to get him better. It is a great position to learn and fail in the NBA.
So it's
not a great position, by the way.
Hold on, Jordan. On that note,
last point, Ron. I just want to agree with Penn on his logic for a second. So if that's the case, they started off the season with Cooper Flag in mind. They wanted to develop Cooper Flag in mind. And then somewhere down the season, the focus shift to they want to exhibit Anthony Davis for a trade. So they huddled up and said, guys, we got to get AD. We got to get AD moving. Flag, you're no longer at a point. Nimhard, come in. The two-way, come in. Get the point guard and start. That's what you're saying they did.
Was Anthony Davis playing a ton of minutes? Did he play a ton of games when Cooper Flag was starting at point?
No, he didn't.
No.
He started at point from game 1, though.
Cool.
All right, fellas. We're going to get to the next super chat. And this is the last super chat before we move into our segment. But this is a super chat about Giannis. And there's also some other things going on with Giannis as well. So we're going to speak into a bunch of different things. As of right now, my man, hello, 5-5, said watching 34's body language the last few games, he's done, man. He's done. PSA, he deleted all Bucks-related stuff on his social media. Only thing up is 2021 stuff. If he requested a trade, where would you guys like to see him go? I said Miami.
Mars, what year are we in now? With Giannis leaving Milwaukee?
13, right?
I think we're in year. At least I was thinking like year 5.
Year 5, year 7, somewhere.
I think we're in year 5 with Giannis being out of Milwaukee. He's going to demand to be traded. I think that's where we are.
Yeah.
Giannis wasn't good last night.
No, he was not.
You got his ass dunked on by your boy Bilal Coulibaly.
Bilal still didn't play well, just so you know.
Ah.
No, just so you know.
But he dunked.
He did dunk. Yeah.
So how did he not play well? If you dunk, you play well.
Yeah,
Yo, Penn, we talking about Giannis.
He dunked too.
Go ahead, Mars. Why didn't he play well?
Well, I can't tell you why he chose to play badly, but it was like the Super Chat's point, it did look like a lack of interest. Defensively, it was like just the amount of times I'm watching him close out and just get blown by. Like there was just a lot of it was like lethargic. It was just a lack of energy. He made a crazy like I'm one in the fourth. That was cool. And then he was turning the ball over a lot. That wasn't great. Like even like the actions that are designed to get him like post position, like you could just see he's coming off the screens just lazily. Like it's like he didn't care. Like I don't know what to say. It's like he just didn't care last night.
Like
KPJ played well though.
Been playing well since he came back, Mark.
Yeah, KPJ played really, really well. I don't know if Ryan Rollins hit his more yesterday, Ox. I hope he did.
No, I think
he had 14. I don't know what his line
13.
was.
I think he had 13.
My fault.
Only person that hit was Chris Middleton.
He was 14.
Shout out.
I told you.
Wait. I told y'all.
Yeah. We said Middleton would hit. Yeah, he made some clutch buckets. Middleton did. And then CJ obviously with a step back three. I think was a step back three over. It might have been over Giannis. It was over someone. But yeah, the Bucks. To Ox's point that he made earlier in the season, yeah, they're not good.
Mars, I got a question about Giannis and this whole not interested shit. Because and Chill, you probably agree with this too. Guys be wanting the big bucks. They be wanting the max contracts. And then the team is dependent on your ass to be there and your ass to give your best. Like when they started off the season and Giannis was playing his best, the Bucks was, looking pretty decent, looking pretty certain. So he gets hurt, they go down and they stink. And now he come back and now he's disinterested. But like, you're the guy that asked for all this money. They gave it to you. And now you're disinterested.
He's earning his minutes. Like he's earning his dollars. He's earning every penny.
Yeah, but I feel like if you, like Mars said, if you uninterested in closeouts, like your body language just look bad, that ain't earning shit.
So Giannis got to play perfect basketball for the Bucks to win, and he has for the vast majority. For the vast majority of their wins where he has participated, with the exception of that one game, I think that they won without him, he has been amazing. Like he's like if his team was a little bit different, he'd be an MVP runaway right now because his like I know you don't care about the on-off numbers or whatever, but they are fundamentally like they're one of the best offenses in the league with him on the court, and without him, they're basically like the Washington Wizards.
I don't buy
right. I understand that. I mean, but that's why they pay him all that money.
100%.
Yeah, but not every single person making $50 million, $60 million is having that level of impact.
Yeah, I think the Bucks have bigger problems than Giannis.
And honestly,
I mean,
like,
I do too.
This is always going to be. Hold on, this is always the problem with paying guys who are over 30, right? They just can't. They're still good. They're great. Like Kawhi is still a great player. James Harden is still a great player. But I believe as you get a little bit past 30, 31, your ability to floor raise diminishes and you need more help. LeBron needed more help as he got older. He's not just singularly able to lift you into the playoffs, right?
Agreed.
LeBron, when he was 25, he could do that. But that's just the natural thing of getting injured. Like a natural thing of getting old. You can't play back-to-backs with extreme high intensity. You can't play both ends all the time. Like Giannis was an insane motor athlete, like up until about the age of 26, and then we've been seeing defensive regression since then. We've seen it. He's still a great player. He might even be a better player than he's ever been. But his motor,
that's a whole different conversation, though, Penn. I just think the bottom line of basically what I was talking about is like, I get it. The Bucks do suck, and I agree with Mars. They got bigger problems than Giannis.
Why do they though?
But I mean,
because Giannis can't play 48 minutes. That's the reason. If I could teleport 2020 Giannis onto this team, they'd be a playoff team.
Problem at all.
I mean, but I was just about to say, real talk just said it in the chat, but I was just about to say, Bron did the same shit. Like Bron took a sad ass team to the finals. Like he does it. Like that's why I brought up. They pay you the money to do that.
So like, you can't compare people to Bron.
No. To be Bron also took a lot of plays off on defense in 2018,
chilling,
especially in the regular season.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm just talking about.
And nobody was saying we trading James, by the way.
Yeah,
nobody said that.
But I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying.
Giannis ain't Bron. Y'all do know that Giannis ain't Bron.
Pre-deadline 2018 Cavs. So we forgetting that sticky team.
Yeah, he
let's go look at the names on the roster, though. These are seasoned veterans that had been to the playoffs and had NBA success.
James
Ryan Rollins is my point guard. Kevin Porter Jr. He just came back. AJ Green.
Yeah, but I just don't like the time.
I'll give you Miles Turner. Miles Turner just went to the finals. But you can say Bobby Portis. Chill. LeBron had proven veterans.
These are the same proven veterans that James, to Mars's point, said on national television.
I don't care what LeBron said. Let's look at the players. I don't care what LeBron said. Let's look at the players. Chill.
We shouldn't be on TV anymore.
Care
That's how bad
what LeBron's capping ass said.
Here's the problem that we're having with this Milwaukee Bucks team. This Milwaukee Bucks team, before Giannis goes out of the lineup, they had won 7 of 11. Giannis was in a space where he was the dominant ball handler. With him being the dominant ball handler, guys like Rollins were playing really well off of him because he created a lot of space for them. Not only create space for them, he also created space for Miles Turner. Now he goes out of the lineup. Ron, now we got to completely change our offense. With us changing our offense, we are terrible. Guess what happens when we're terrible? Giannis comes back. Oh, hey, Giannis. Fix what we got going on here. Well, we were rolling before you went out of the lineup. Now we got to go back to that. That's going to be really difficult to do, Ron. Really difficult to do.
That's what I'm saying here. And I was bringing up the fact that I agree with everybody is saying. And Mars said Bron took plays off too. I agree with all of that. All I'm saying is the bad body language and all of this looking like from Giannis, like he wants some sympathy or something. And it's like, yo, bro, we were playing good before your ass got hurt. Like, what?
Damn, imagine if Kawhi got this type of grace y'all giving Giannis right now.
No, I mean, Kawhi been playing good too, though. It's just the Clippers suck. Ain't got shit to do with
Kawhi. Get that kind of grace if his ass was in the lineup more. How about that?
Yeah, but Giannis was just hurt.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was.
But fellas, I want to get back to the initial super chat though. The initial super chat said if Giannis asked for a trade, or if Giannis was out of the Bucks, where would you guys like to see him go?
Miami.
To the Bucks.
That's where I'm at, Mars.
I want to see his ass go to the Lakers. Y'all playing. Nigga, go to the Lakers. I want to see that.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's name is on the mind in Milwaukee. It ain't a whole lot going on here. If I'm not trading Giannis.
Yeah, I'm gonna Adam West. I was just about to say that. I want Giannis to go to Portland.
San Antonio, Houston.
Reunite
Dallas,
with Dame again.
Not the Lakers.
But he gotta wait. Let me get my season tickets
Miami.
first because them shits is going sky high.
Hell no, I need to see Giannis in
Chicago would be really awesome though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You would bring the Windy City back to relevance if Giannis got to Chicago. And by the way, he could drive there.
Chicago move.
Are you sure? Because they would have to give. Milwaukee's not giving up Giannis without getting Matis back, right?
Matis is going the other way.
So Matis is gone. Vooch is gone.
Yep.
Bye, Vooch.
So it's just Giannis and Josh.
Kobe White gone.
Guys ain't that great of shooters? Hell no.
This is the thing. In order to get a player of Giannis' caliber, you're having to deplete your whole roster to the point where
and then you give it to no longer. Oh, that's cool. But hang on. I happened to read a report.
Chicago got to give up too much.
That the Chicago Bulls fancy themselves as the pre-trade Indiana Pacers, and they are looking for their Siakam. Well, I'm not saying Giannis is Siakam. I'll tell you, he's 10 times better than Siakam. So that to me, if they believe that they can just pair a whole bunch of smart role players, right? Like smart role players like Ayo Dosunmu, smart role players like all them guys they got over there. If they could just pair a whole bunch of smart players, and then in the depleted East and the weak East that y'all like to say, Josh Giddey plus Kobe White plus Giannis, I can get with that. If you
Kobe and Giannis ain't winning nothing,
ain't winning shit.
Okay, see, have a Clippers pick that's looking like it might be the number 1 pick.
Hey, I agree with that, Mars.
Look at this
if I'm the Thunder, Mars, I'm sending the Bucks.
Is this what you're doing, Mars? Is this what you're doing right here, Mars?
We got a Clippers pick that might be the number 1 pick. We sitting down a bunch of other picks.
I was wondering how you feel about
OKC could have Giannis tomorrow if they wanted him.
Chill. How would you feel about Evan Mobley? How would you feel about Evan Mobley for Giannis? Well, how would you feel if the Cavs made a win now move? Said, you know what? We thought Evan was going to be something. It's the best piece you're going to get. It's a borderline franchise cornerstone guy that you could just get. Would you do it to give Donovan Mitchell a chance right now with the best player in the Eastern Conference? I don't think there's any debate. Giannis is the best player in the East.
Correct.
No debate.
Shout out Tyrese Banks.
And they don't look good. By the way, I want to clarify. It's not like you're tearing up. You're not tearing apart a championship team. You suck right now.
To answer your question, Penn, yes, I do it.
There we go.
But Penn,
that's the deal.
I'm gonna say this.
The deal.
If I'm
Max Strus, see ya. Evan Mobley, see ya. First round pick, for Giannis, maybe.
Man, it's no way the Thunder don't capitalize on this shit. I'm OKC. I'm sending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks in Hardenstein on the first private jet. I'm sending the picks right next to Hardenstein in a bag.
Milwaukee got the phone. Click.
You know another team that could use
it?
it?
No,
Detroit. I don't know if they have the pieces to do it, but something around Jaden Ivey, Ron Holland, a whole boatload of picks, and Tobias Harris. If I'm Detroit got a call, man.
For Detroit, it's Lloyd marketing and
that's in a great position is the Thunder.
Train, boy.
Giannis is way better than Lloyd. I don't know who needs to hear that, but
I didn't say that he wasn't better than Lloyd, but I said for Detroit, it's Lloyd or nothing.
Ox is on this Lloyd marketing train.
I'm with Jordan, man. We're giving up Isaiah Hartenstein. You can get a cool little Isaiah Joe and 29 picks.
Bruh, I'm winning 7 championships in a row. We add Giannis to that shit.
There you go. Crazy. Give you iHeart. We'll move Chet back to the 5. Giannis can be this roamer at the 4.
Come on, we can put Giannis at the 5.
We'll have Shea, Dort, Kaysen, whoever you want. J-Dub, Giannis, and Chet. Yeah. We'll run the table. Yeah.
Milwaukee not doing that.
Giannis lead the league in free throws. Him plus Shea?
I mean, Jordan
Milwaukee doing that.
Thomas Sorber as well. Go ahead, take Thomas Sorber. You want a nice little young rim protector? There you go. Take Thomas Sorber.
Milwaukee not doing it.
They gonna have to block my phone every day. Chill. I'm calling it from a new number every single day. I got whatever you want.
Ron, what you calling for, bro? Pull up.
Bro, I would
pull up.
Milwaukee myself.
Go-yard bag full of picks.
All of that.
Go-yard bag full of picks. Right next to Isaiah Hartenstein. I'll be like, hey, Milwaukee.
Yo, in another thing too.
Keep the go-yard.
Another thing too. Y'all might think I'm crazy. We just went 20-1 without J-Dub.
Right.
This little nigga could go too. Hey, I don't care. J-Dub, you could go too. We just went 20-1 without you. I'm telling you, I'm going to get Giannis by all means necessary if I'm OKC. Same thing with San Antonio.
I'm doing whatever
whatever y'all want. Hey, we winning without Stephon Castle. We good without Dylan Harper. One of y'all could go too.
They would have to keep one of them. It'd have to be Foxy for the money.
I'm sorry.
Which city in North America has the largest Greek population? Hold up. Which city in North America has the largest Greek population?
Toronto.
It's one of them, but I believe number 1 is New York. Also up there, Chicago. Also up there, the state of Florida. Also up there, Boston.
I don't think he cared where all the Greek people live. He could just go home to Greece.
Jaylen Brown and a bunch of picks. Would Boston do this? Tatum might be coming back this year. Would they do this?
No way
now, I'm going to tell you this. This is a team that has bought low every time they could. They bought low on Derek White, in my opinion. They bought low on Kristaps Porzingis.
You're not really buying low, to be honest.
You're not buying low, but you might be selling high on Jaylen Brown.
They just got rid of
an all-NBA guy right now.
Jaylen Brown. They're not trading Jaylen Brown no more. That's
they have plenty of samples.
For Giannis, they're trading Jaylen Brown.
They're not trading Jaylen Brown. Not this year, no.
Ron, how many numbers
for Giannis?
I just want to know how many different phone numbers do you have, Ron?
Here's the thing.
Hey, chill. 365. A new day. Hey, every day of the year, I got a new number. 365.
Hey, Ron, you know
when
how they
small market teams trade stars,
pay us what they owe us. I would be wearing a shirt that say Milwaukee, pick up the phone. I would have all my players go out in the Milwaukee. I'm tampering, chill.
See, but now y'all not serious though. Because what you're supposed to do is just go ahead and go ahead and pay for 3 months in a condo right outside the arena. There's a condo over there somewhere. Just move to Milwaukee. I'm sending somebody to Milwaukee. Make sure you're there every single day. Find him. I'm not talking about find Giannis. Find the GM. Get with him every single day. Make this happen.
When people the reason why I can't get behind the Jaylen Brown, I was feeling you on the Evan Mobley, but you got to also look at it from the Bucks' perspective. What the hell do they want Jaylen Brown for? The Bucks are gonna want young assets that they can build with.
No. Let me tell you why I think you're wrong. No, hold up. Let me tell you why I think you're wrong. Okay,
he's 2 years away from 30.
Small market teams operate very differently than large or mid-market teams. Milwaukee is a small market team. Okay, these small market teams need a star so that fans will come to the gate. They will come going on in
Milwaukee in January,
and there ain't shit going on in Milwaukee.
So you're saying this. I just watched the Indiana Pacers build from the bottom up, and then they went and got Siakam. Then that's a small market team. I just watched the Oklahoma City Thunder deplete their roster. Russ, you're gone. KD left. Paul George, you're gone. Al Horford, Chris Paul, all of you guys are gone. We built from the ground up. Hold on right quick. I'm going to give you one more example. The San Antonio Spurs got rid of Kawhi. They built from the ground up. No superstars. They built through draft picks.
They traded for an all-NBA player.
Who was their superstar?
They traded for an all. Hold on, Ron. The Spurs are the perfect example. Ron, there's a
DeMar DeRozan.
That's what I'm saying, Ben. Keep going, Ben.
They just built from the ground up. They built from the ground up through the draft. Young assets. Jaylen Brown is not selling tickets in Milwaukee.
They traded the second best player in the world, or the third, if you really high on KD at the time in Kawhi Leonard. And they could have, if they wanted to, traded him to a place where he wanted to go and probably gotten back a bunch of picks. They said, no. We don't believe in doing that kind of thing. We need a star. So they traded for the best one available, and that was DeMar DeRozan. Now, I'll 100%.
Did they even make the playoffs with DeMar?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
So
they did.
When they got LaMarcus?
No,
they lost to the Nuggets that year.
They had DeJounte Murray that year. So my point is, I believe, given what I know about the Milwaukee Bucks ownership, that they will not be okay with just a poo-poo platter of expirings and young players and picks. They need to be able to sell this to their fan base, which means, one, they're not going to get fair value for Giannis. You're never going to get fair value for this guy. So you're going to trade for a guy who is young enough to sell hope, but old enough to sell tickets, which means you're going to trade for a 26 to 28-year-old former All-NBA player. That's the trade for Giannis. That's what it's going to be. So if it is Miami, it's got to include Tyler Hero, and it's going to include a bunch of picks. If it's Boston, it's got to include this guy. The only other player that you would trade for is a future franchise cornerstone. And that's why I said Evan Mobley. Those are the deals that are getting done for Giannis. I promise you. There's no way in hell 6 first-round picks and a bunch of expirings are getting it done for Giannis. That pick is not that.
Pick a future franchise cornerstone.
But that's not how they can't.
We're also going off the fact that and to your point,
business
Mars,
is failing anyway.
Mars, you do have a valid point, but the Clippers still got to win the lottery, right? So
yeah.
It doesn't need to be the number 1 pick. It just needs to be.
They can still end up with.
And that's why the Thunder got 7.
That's what I'm saying. I've already put the trade in the trade machine, man. I heart Isaiah Joe, Kenrich Williams, and every single pick you're allowed to trade. There you go.
I don't think you can trade back-to-back first rounds.
Every pick you are allowed to trade.
But you can pick swap.
Go into the Bucks. Yeah, and literally every pick that OKC is allowed to trade. Every physical first-round pick they are allowed to trade will be in this deal, and they give up Isaiah Hartenstein, Isaiah Joe, and Kenrich Williams
to win the championship. What faster?
I would trade for fucking Michael Porter Jr.
98 times until Giannis retires.
Yes,
Giannis, and then guess what? When Giannis retires, I still have Shea
7 championships.
So guess what? I'm gonna still keep winning them anyway.
We're running off 7 in a row
easily.
Not to mention, I've managed to keep Nikola Topic. I've managed to keep Thomas Sorba. I've still got young players all over.
You know, it'd be hilarious
AJ
trading for
Mitchell's still on the
Giannis
team.
and then losing.
Guess what? My team's still amazing.
That would be hilarious.
What are you talking about?
Man, hell nah. Hey, Mars, I'm telling you, if I was a Thunder, I would make just because I got all these picks, I would make a crazy trade this year. Like, I'm getting somebody that's gonna make sure we beating the shit out the Nuggets, out of everybody. I would get.
They're
Michael
gonna beat
Porter
the shit out of the
Jr.
Nuggets.
I will get whoever is available in trade talks. That's the big dog. You coming to Oklahoma City, buddy. I'm telling you.
Jordan, I'm doing that every year until Kingdom Come, until we run out of picks.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't need these picks.
A big name player.
Pin.
I run out of my picks. I don't.
Yes, you do.
Pin. I'm gonna tell you why I don't need the picks.
You know
hold
why?
on, Pin. Right quick, Pin. Just hold that for a second. I'm gonna tell you why I don't need these picks, and you're gonna feel me on this. Because they gonna be in the G League anyways. I'm trading these picks, and we are winning the championship. All right, every single first round pick that I get that comes across my bumble clock desk is going out. And how Jordan just said, I'm gonna go get a Michael Porter Jr. I'm gonna go get that Alex Caruso level, Michael Porter Jr. level player every year that just tips the scale for us. Why? Because I don't want this pick playing in the G League next year anyway.
Shit, I would do some bullshit as a GM. I'm calling up the Pacers. Hey, what y'all got on Pascal? Shit, he bust our ass.
Why not?
Come over here.
Why not?
Well, I'm trying to win.
Y'all think more? Y'all think more is better? Like
they should go get Denny. They should go get Denny.
One basketball. You invented a different game where there's two basketballs. I don't think Shea and Giannis play well together. I'll be honest with you. What? They don't. Shea needs space to drive. You basically have two very similar players. It's not going to work.
All you would do is just space out Giannis in the corner. Shea drives.
I'm so sure they're not running the table. I'm so sure.
Oh my God, they're running the table without J-Dub. Look, man,
this is where your intellectual curiosity gets you in trouble sometimes. This is a no-brainer. We don't have to do this.
You know what?
Right now, we don't have to do this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I really don't.
I was told I would be given a moment to respond. Let me respond.
We really don't have to do this right now, Pin. Like, we could do a lot of other things other than say that Giannis and Shea would not be fantastic together. Dog, come on, dog.
They don't need him. They don't need him at all.
Right, they don't.
There is one basketball, and last I checked, both these guys need about 34% usage. I'm sorry, I don't need to get in your way.
And there's one basketball, and there's one championship.
Oh my God, yeah, and honestly, right now, you think Giannis is a better defender right now than Chet Holmgren?
He don't have to be. He better.
So
he's gonna play center.
We still got Chet. We still got him.
Oh my God, man! I am not going to trade every single asset I have to get Giannis Antetokounmpo on this team and then tell him go play like go play like Isaiah Hartenstein. Because that's what you're gonna do right now.
He doesn't.
He gonna play better.
Oh my God.
Yo, Pin. I want to rewind though. I want to rewind because there's two other destinations I would much rather talk about. We've already talked about OKC and we've talked about them in depth today. I want to talk about the Evan Mobley trade that you talked about, and I also want to talk about what it would look like him going to South Beach because I think those are two realistic possibilities. And I've heard a lot swirling around him going to Miami. But that Evan Mobley one is actually very interesting.
Yes. I think it just moves up your timeline. The Cavaliers do not look great. And I think part of the reason they don't look great is because they haven't had Max Strus. They haven't had Sam Merrill for a whole bunch of games. They haven't had Darius Garland. Their crew's not going together. But Donovan Mitchell skipped media availability a couple of days ago, and that didn't feel right. They came out last night. They, for the most part, took care of business. So maybe they're turning a corner. But I think at this point, I could probably entertain the idea that Giannis plus Donovan Mitchell is a perfect pairing on the court, given what else they have around them, right? Darius Garland, great shooter. Max Strus, great shooter. So if Giannis can be 100 times better version, or not 100 times better version, but he can be a better offensive version of what I have with Evan Mobley, then I have two of the four best players in the conference between Donovan Mitchell.
Wait, Darius Garland's not in that trade?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you would probably trade a shooter, or maybe I don't know. You would trade one of your wings, Evan Mobley, and a pick. I think that's a fair swap. I mean, Evan Mobley not chopped liver. He is a much younger player. The Milwaukee Bucks can sell hope with Evan Mobley saying, he's going to turn into Chris Bosh here. with the increased, load and responsibility, he's probably going to put up 20 and 10. So they're going to be able to say we have a franchise player, and this is the next Giannis Antetokounmpo, and we've already seen this done. And Evan Mobley and Miles Turner could actually work really well. I mean, I think Evan Mobley needs to stretch big. This makes a lot of sense, a ton of sense.
I look at this Cleveland team, and when you get close to winning the championship, or not close to winning the championship, I'm sorry, when you're close to being a contender to win it, there has to be a jump. And with Mobley, you guys know how I feel about him. It's not there yet. And I still think that he's a face-up big, and I still think that they're putting him in a space where he's not completely comfortable playing in that space. With that also being said, this roster is way different. This roster is way different than it was last year. Ty Jerome ain't there no more, right? DeAndre Hunter has not been playing the way DeAndre Hunter could be playing. I think he's a rotation guy. I think he's better as a rotation guy, just like Ty Jerome was. With that also being said, this offense isn't what it is like it was last year because Darius Garland is not there. He's in and out of the lineup, so there's no continuity when it comes to this offense. If they can have these guys there for more than 2 games in a row, then I think that we could get a better idea of what this offense looks like. But as of right now, what it reminds me a lot of, and I think I've told this to you guys, what it reminds me a lot of is it reminds me a lot of last year with Denver and Save Us, Joker. Donovan, you got to get 40. Donovan, you got to get 35 when things aren't going well. And that's not conducive to winning. It's just not. Now, they are going to play defense, but I think that they rely on Donovan. And you guys know how I feel about relying on guys way too much. I think that they rely on Donovan way too much in order for them to win going forward. These other guys have to get involved. And Mars, I got to say it, the ball pickup, it hasn't been working out. He can't make shots. That's the biggest problem that we have right now. He can't make shots. I think he looks great in pick and dive. I think he looks great in finding the roll man. I think he looks great in even defending in transition. I think the biggest problem is that he can't keep defenses honest. And not only can he not keep defenses honest, he throws them off the track with bad shot taking. That makes it even worse. So, I mean, they got a bunch of different problems that can be solved, but they got a bunch of different problems right now.
All right, fellas. Well, I also want to speak into what Giannis said about him scoring and about him being one of the best scorers ever, or potentially. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the screen, and we're going to look at what Giannis did just over the weekend. Giannis entered a rare club. Giannis was, the next person to enter the 21,000 club, and he was the 6th fastest to do it. As you can see on the screen, you have Giannis, who did it at 30 years old and 385 days. Michael Jordan was the next one, 30 years old, 34 days. Kevin Durant, before that, he was 30 and 23 days. Then you had Kobe Bryant, 29 years old. Wilt Chamberlain also did it at 29, but he just did it 10 days before Bryant, or 10 days faster than Bryant. And then you had LeBron James, who was the fastest to 2,100 points at 28 years of age. Now, Giannis also went on to say a couple other things regarding this.
To do it faster than you are a who's who of people in the history of basketball. Just to have your name alongside those names, obviously you have a long ways to go to, get to the top of those scoring lists in another 7-8 years or whatever it might be. But just to be in the conversation with those guys, what is that going to do?
First of all, we got to talk about who those guys are, because I just saw those guys. Talk about Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Wilt, and Kevin Durant. I think it's the GOATs of the GOATs. And I don't think anybody disagree in this room. I don't think anybody in this world disagree. Just to be in that list with them is incredible. Have I accomplished as much as them? I don't think so. Do I have a lot of room to improve and room to grow? And
6th youngest, I believe the 5 to do it faster than you are a who's who.
And fellas, so Giannis essentially kind of went on to allude that in 5 years he could be at the top of that list.
5 years?
He said about 35.
His ass ain't even gonna play. So
he said, I think when I'm going to be 35 years old and sitting in this chair, we are going to have a discussion how I'm at the top of this list in all-time scoring. So he never said he'll be number one, but he said he'll be at the top of the list.
You can't do it in 5 years. It's not possible.
So basically, like Mars always say, it's a conversation. That's basically what he's saying.
Well, here's the thing. Like you say, it's not possible. What I need 10,000 points over the next 5 years. That's 2,000 points a season. All right. So with 2,000 points a season over the next 5 years, because I'm in my prime. I turn 31 I turn 31 2 weeks from Monday. So for 5 more years, I got to give you anywhere between 28 and 31 for the next 5 years in order to get to that space.
30,000 ain't enough.
Why did they count it by age? That seems like the dumbest way to do it, and kind of a disrespectful way to, disparage Michael Jordan, who played 3 years in collegiate basketball. To be clear,
that's okay. That's why they
Wilt
do it.
Chamberlain was the fastest to do it.
Sure.
Period. In terms of the games, he did it in under 500 games. Michael was second.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar was third. Kareem was fourth. Elgin Baylor was fifth. Allen Iverson, Jerry West, these guys all did it in fewer games than LeBron James. They get to 20,000 points.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they just want to do it by age because it's because how it goes, Pin.
Well, Giannis got into the league when he was 18, 19 years old.
He was 18 when he showed
Pin,
up.
I think age is fair though, and the reason why I say I think age is fair because the younger you do it.
Can I count Michael Jordan's 1,800 points?
I agree with you, Pin. I agree with you that they should do it by game, but we know why they're doing it by age, because when you do it by age, you get this group of guys. Like that group of guys, it just looks better.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, it looks better.
Aside from the group of guys, age is fair to do this with because it shows you how much longer that you have to actually do it as well. The fact that LeBron did it at 28 gave him 10 more years in his prime to continue to do it. Like, obviously, we didn't know LeBron was going to play until 42, but the younger you do it, the more time that you have to put more points on the board.
Right.
So that's why I think age is fair as well.
Okay. Well, I think with the pace of the league, he might do it. Like
what, become the all-time leader in scoring?
Yeah, he could do it. I mean, he's still technically in his prime right now, but he would need to get on a much better team where he doesn't have to play defense, so he can coast his ass to,
play every night too, by the way.
And he got to do that. And that too, Chill. That is huge. And he got to play mega minutes. He played mega usage. He don't always play mega minutes.
Bro, Ox, do you realize that Chamberlain got to 20,000 points in 499 games?
That's basically 40.
Right. And he's playing every minute of every game for 6 straight years. Who doing that today?
No one. Can I just for reference, so we know how far just so we know, like, obviously Giannis was not being serious when he said he was going to be the all-time leading scorer.
Right.
How do you know?
Because he's not stupid. Marstock Sports, I'm closer to catching Giannis than Giannis is to catching LeBron. I am 21,028 points away in the NBA from catching Giannis. Giannis is 21,232 points away from catching where LeBron is right now. So factually, I am closer to Giannis in all-time NBA scoring than Giannis is to LeBron James.
That's what I'm saying.
Paid you to make my Nick Claxton, Anthony Davis take. Damn it!
No, because it would have been bad even coming from Mars. That would have been bad coming from Mars. That should have been bad coming from anybody. But chill, like that's what I was saying.
Being serious.
That's what I'm saying. 10,000 more. That's not going to do nothing. Bron's still playing. So
10,000 more would have him like right next to where KD is right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and KD's still playing. That's what I'm saying. 10,000. That's not enough. He got to do. He has a lot of work to do. That's why I know he was just Giannis like to have fun. Giannis a funny dude. He's a funny dude. I like that about Giannis. He has a good sense of humor.
10,000.
Yo, I did a little bit of number crunching though, and I did it for after this season. So Giannis has averaged 30, 31 over the last 3-4 seasons, right? So we're gonna assume that he continues to average 31 for the rest of the season. So after this season, he'll be in year 14. He'll be 31. In order for Giannis to catch LeBron just right now, we're not talking about what else LeBron's gonna do. In order for him to catch LeBron,
like if James stopped playing today, Ron, like James doesn't play no more.
And I did it on a number basis based on him playing at least 68 games per season and averaging 31 points a season. It would take Giannis a little over 9 seasons to do it.
He's not doing that.
After this season, he would have to play 9 more seasons, playing 68 games a season, averaging 31 points a season.
So he's 39 years old. So he's 39. So he's 39 years old, averaging 31 games.
I wouldn't say it's not possible, Ox, because we see 30. We see 30. Hey, we see what Kevin Durant's doing at his age. We see what Steph Curry's doing at his age. We see what LeBron did. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying I wouldn't say it's not possible.
Okay, I also did some number crunching using that brilliant stats degree of mine, and I have come to the conclusion that if Giannis Antetokounmpo plays every single game this year that is remaining and averages nearly 400 points a game, he will catch LeBron James this season.
So all he has to do is play in the 70s, like Bron said he could.
Exactly.
You know what though? I'm not gonna be shocked.
Hey, Mars, I just want to let you know that
Giannis,
was the bar. He's actually closer to Giannis than he is to LeBron.
Yeah, that's keeping my hoop dreams alive. Yeah, I'm
yo,
right
chill. Giannis might not catch KD, yo.
Well, to your point, Ox,
if
he got 10,000 more points, that's not good enough. I think that does pass KD. But if KD keeps playing, that doesn't pass Chamberlain, that doesn't pass Kevin Durant. No, them dudes are still ahead of him.
KD was the best chance we had of someone catching Bron. I'm interested to see where Luka ends up. I don't know how long he's gonna play.
Health,
but
Luka has probably quit playing early.
Yeah, so I don't think he'll do it. But I'm interested to see where Luka ends up. KD was our best chance. We saw on the list of the youngest guys. He was like what, just over 30, and that was.
I don't think KD gonna catch Michael Jordan. Me and my homeboy got that debate.
LeBron is like
you know gonna catch MJ. He's only 3,000 of MJ. You think he catch MJ?
I don't think he's gonna catch MJ, bro.
I don't know if y'all gonna think MJ this, but like LeBron James, like again, as someone who's old enough to have seen his career like from point A to point Z right now,
play the next 2 years.
I feel like LeBron is hitting LeBron's career is like hitting like a 30-leg parlay. You know what I mean? Like it's like hitting a 30-leg parlay. It's astronomically insane. You put $1 on it, you got $48,000 out of it. Like I don't know how the hell you did it. Don't expect it to happen again. He had to stay healthy. He had to be in the right position. He had to be on a winning team. He had to be on teams that like you might have to be the GM if you want to replicate it. And he had to stay healthy. And he had to keep playing until his 40s. And he started when he was 18. Chill. If I had told you, you remember LeBron James, St. Vincent, St. Mary, ESPN2, airing his games. If I told you this dude was playing until 38, would you be surprised? He's 18 years old.
Yes,
we all would have been surprised. He's a freaking athletic freak. He's played early. All the stuff we hear about, oh, you train early, blah, 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 blah. I mean, LeBron has defied the odds in such a weird way.
And I'm so glad you're on LeBron right now because his ass is washed now, by the way. He's officially washed. And Ron.
Can't say nothing positive about
and Ron.
Okay, cool.
Bron opened the door for somebody to say something about Bronny. Because ain't no way if Bronny D'ing up and his ass go like that while I'm guarding him, shit, I would have lost my mind, chill.
Jordan,
I would have looked and said, what?
Jordan, every time I've heard somebody on this panel call someone washed, they be like hooping like the next week, okay? I've literally seen Marsh
and on top of that,
2 years
Jordan,
in a row with
thank
Steph
you
Curry.
for doing that because what's going to happen now is James is
talking this shit out, Brian. He's not off limits no more.
I ain't even talking about.
He's dropping 35 tomorrow. Chill.
I'm talking about James. So since you said that about James being washed, for the next month we're gonna see some shit like 25, 8, and 7.
His ass washed. That motherfucker struggling to get 10 points. That's called washed. When LeBron James ever struggled to get 10? Washed.
He's coming back from injury.
He's playing for the wrong record. He playing to keep his 10-point streak alive. If that ain't the definition of wash, shit. What is it then?
Have you ever had sciatica, Jordan?
I thought you was about to ask me something else that start with an S. I was about to say, boy, please.
You mean psychotic? I always call it the psychotic nerve. I don't call it the sciatic.
I want to talk about psychotic.
Yeah, I call it this. The reason why I call it the psychotic nerve pain is because the pain is psychotic. That's why. Because it's ridiculous.
I listen.
What that guy do?
I ain't never had it. Chill, but like
it's ridiculous,
dude.
You probably get it when you watch though.
Okay, I got that. And I was 21.
You had sciatica?
Crazy.
You was watched, huh?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I've very much like been very lucky throughout most of my life to avoid injuries. But yo, the other day I'm getting old. I bent over and I came up and I was like, Yo, the next 8 hours were hell on earth, chill. Hell on earth. I'll be like, I can't turn, I can't do this, I can't do that. Yo, he has defied nature. Doesn't mean he's not human. But I think calling him washed is insane. He's still in great shape. And I'll tell you this, there are a bunch of 30-year-olds right now in the league that are not in as good shape as LeBron James.
I mean, you can be in good shape and be washed. I don't think that means nothing. But yeah, no one's catching Bron's record. The best bet we had was Kevin Durant, and he just kept getting hurt. But
he's gonna, by the way, Jordan, he's gonna pass Jordan next season. By the way,
you think so?
KD's 28,000 away from 31,000. Like he's catching MJ.
Yeah,
like he probably gonna hit 31,000.
He ain't gonna be washed next year.
Nah,
he doesn't need, whether or not he is. He can averaging 20. He's gonna catch MJ eventually.
Yeah, he'll catch Jordan next season.
What he averaging this year?
24 something.
Oh, he's going down to 17, 18 a game next year. I'm saying
he's still gonna pass Jordan.
He's going down to 17, 18 a game.
Right now he's basically at 31,000. MJ is at 32,000, basically 300. Yeah, he's
KD.
He's 1,300 away from MJ right now.
Yeah, KD gonna play until he catch him for sure too. KD gonna play until he catch him for sure. He ain't gonna give up until he catch MJ.
All right, fellas.
If there's 60 games,
yeah, but he ain't ever catching MJ in terms of points per game.
He's catching MJ without even trying, bro. You don't gotta try to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If there's 60 games left in the season, the Rockets have played how many games? Rockets have played 18, so there's 64 games left.
Yep.
If KD averages like 23 and plays most of the games, he'll catch him this year.
He catching Jordan this season. Yep.
This season? If he plays 60 games?
If KD is available for the next 64 games, and let's say he plays 60 games, KD will catch him if he averages like 23.
50.
I think you're understating how close he is to MJ.
Yeah,
he's catching MJ with his eyes closed.
And for the record, he's actually on pace. So he's played 16 games this year. I mean, he's only missed 2 games. So
they haven't had any. That was their first set of back-to-backs, though. We'll see if they're managing that. MJ, he's like, KD's like 1,300 and something.
Yeah,
away from
at the latest, Mars next year he catches him.
If I was
the latest, and it's gonna be early on. It's gonna be like the first 10 games in the next.
If I was doing my player, I would probably catch that shit in like 20 games. Fuck wrong with them.
I mean, play that shit on rookie. You averaging 900 points.
All right, fellas, we
about
to transition into the next segment. First off, before we get to these crunch time chats, what I do want to tell you guys is I appreciate you for being in here. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you become a member. Shout out to all of our Hall of Famers too, by the way. I want to give them a shout out. That's Daddy Pigs. That's Multi Kitty. That's Kingster MH. That's Rob Deer. That's Worldwide Mace Television. Cheese. Bulletproof. The Veil Perspective. Small Boxes. Drago FC23. D&E MLV. Teddy Hart. And Delsky. Yes, I saved Delsky for last because shout out Delsky. You know why. Ox knows why. But fellas, before I get into these crunch time chats and before I read everything that the people have spent money to send through, I do want to give a splash of the day. And that splash of the day is going to none other than the man who you guys wrote off and you called him a villain. And what did he do? He happily wore that cape and cooked the Los Angeles Lakers tonight, as well as everybody else that he's been cooking this season. Yes, this is Dylan Brooks. Last night, he gave the Lakers that work, and the Suns beat the Lakers 125-108. Dylan Brooks had 33 points. Maybe he is the Suns' best scorer, and he was just getting busy. Dylan Brooks over the season is averaging 22 points. Dylan Brooks over his last 5 games, 33 points, 27, 29. That's just a couple games that he got, and he's just been cooking. So, Dylan Brooks, you have earned a splash of the day, and you can go ahead and make a splash of the day as well by clicking the link in the bio or scanning this QR code, downloading the Splash Sports app, and making your picks and winning money today. It's very simple. You choose 2 to 6 players in the sport that you like or the players that you like, and based on their player projections, you pick more or less. And the cool thing about Splash Sports is once again, you're competing against fans. You're not competing against the house. And also, when you use code player, we'll match up to $50 and you will get 100% boost on your first entry. Oh, and by the way, today, Tuesday, we have a special promo for you. If you choose Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you will get a special discount. So make sure you get over there and be like us. Choose Shai, put Shai in your contest, and you will get a special discount on that pick. See you in the winner's circle.
Has Dylan Brooks ever been on a losing team?
Well, his first year in Memphis when they got Ja.
But chill. Imagine scapegoating Dylan Brooks and whole time Ja's the problem.
You know what that sound like, Ox? That sound like I'm going to the penitentiary for some shit I ain't do.
Oh, not those talks again.
That's what that sounds like.
All you got to do is snitch, too.
That sounds like I'm going to the penitentiary for some shit I did not do. Imagine that.
Hey, Morris. Suns might have won that one, brother.
I'm really not the problem.
The Suns are good. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes, they are. They got a good team.
The trade. Yeah, blah blah blah. The Suns are good. The Suns.
And did we not come up here? This was last season. We were up here and we ran down all the teams in the league. Which one Dylan Brooks is not starting for? And I think it was maybe one team that we had that he wouldn't start for, and this includes the Celtics.
Are we just ignoring?
The bigger question is,
hold up. We're ignoring the elephant in the room here,
which is
it's not about Dylan Brooks. It's not about Jalen Green.
It's about me.
No,
Collins Gillespie.
No, it is about Bradley Beal.
Oh,
let's be for real. Last year we were up here. We're like, damn, this Phoenix Suns team was supposed to be good. They're really bad. What happened to them? And this year we're having this. I'm having a little bit of deja vu. We talking about the Clippers the same damn way. Bradley Beal is a problem. I'm just saying. If Bradley Beal is in your locker room, your problem. You got a problem. That's it.
If the Suns are fully healthy, they're a good team.
Bradley
right
Beal
now
is
they're
the
good.
Dylan Brooks. Whatever Dylan Brooks does for winning, Bradley Beal does for losing. The Washington Wizards were a joke with him too.
Look like didn't I tell y'all that was
my? We'll see if they end up with. We'll see if they end up above 500. Yeah, we'll see.
I told you.
Look, fellas, we got to swerve into these super chats.
Go ahead. You always want to take my victories away from me. It's okay though. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get y'all again. Don't worry. I'm gonna get you again.
The first super chat I got is from IRL Time. IRL said, Ron fucking Holland, stop all the BS with these trade talks. Stop trying to put ninjas on the Pistons that don't guard and think they gonna fit. We not going. Thoughts on Ron Holland?
Talk your shit, man.
I like Ron Holland.
Pistons are rolling.
Offensively, he still sucks. But
Cade Cunningham cold
as ice.
K been closing games crazy. But Ron Holland's been amazing defensively this year. Amazing defensively. His motor is through the roof, making plays on the ball. He's sticking to people like glued through screens. He's great. Offensively, he still sucks though. But that's fine. Like he's young. We'll see where he turns into. But I liked Ron Holland as a draft prospect. He was my number one pick. Now, really? Do I think he's returning number one pick value? No. But I do think he's finding his way to be a
number one pick in the draft, Mars, or like number one pick?
Yeah. Number one pick in his draft, the 24 draft. Yeah. He was my number one guy.
He's not the only one who had Ron number one. A lot of people had Ron number one early in the season.
Really, really high on Ron Holland. But defensively, him and Asar is like a wing defensive duo. Special
clamps,
really special. And I think Asar is the best wing defender in the league. By the way, that's another opinion. He's
shout out Ron Holland, man. Hey, Detroit, go get Laurie.
He just said they don't want non-defenders.
Well, he's on the jam. He's on the jam.
The next super chat I got is from Bob Solo. Y'all know Cowboy Bob. Bob said, I was watching the game on Real Talk's playback. Man, subbing out all your players 8 minutes into the third. This is a fire and offense. You play to win, even being down. Don't quit. Knicks are beating Boston tonight. Go New York.
You talking about the Clippers Heat game? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm assuming so. He said that when we were talking about the Clippers.
If the game's over, the game's over. What you gonna keep wasting everyone's time for? Playing these
they need to quit wasting everybody's time.
Yeah, like you're down 50, but we gotta keep playing you because hey, we never quit. Man, the game's over. You lost. It's cool. Just quit.
That shit was over when they started.
Wasting everyone's time for no reason. I'll be mad as hell if I'm Chris Paul. I'm 40 years old. You're gonna be playing garbage time. Man, hell no. Play someone else. But other than that, there's no need for them to keep playing. Not gonna come back.
The Godfather 651 sent through a super chat and said, Ron or Ox, do you guys know Darius Adams? He's facing Rob Cologne.
He's still playing the NBA, right?
This Saturday in 1v1. Wanted to know what you guys think of his game and if you've seen him hoop. Is this the Darius Adams that played for the Lakers?
I know he was on the G League for a little bit.
That's not Darius Adams. Ron, that you talking about to play for Lakers. His name not Darius Adams. His name is Darius. He died. That's the guy I'm talking about. The guy you talking about, he died.
But no, I don't know who Darius Adams is. I don't know who he is.
Yes, he played in college.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Rob is from the next chapter. He's in the 1v1 space.
You were talking about Darius Morris, Ron.
Yeah, Darius Moore. Yeah.
He died.
Damn.
Rob is tough, I'll say that.
Yeah, well, Godfather, I'm not hip to it, but maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll see the highlights.
Because I saw that super chat come through a little while ago, and I tried to look him up so that when the super chat came up, I could pretend like I know who he was.
Not so much.
Yeah, no, I don't know, bro.
I don't know who he is, but shout out to them though. They be having hell of one-on-one games. The one I'm interested in seeing is Trey Burke gonna play. Is Trey Burke gonna take that phone?
Fry that boy.
Trey Burke gonna
fry his ass.
Yeah, Trey Burke gonna fry the shit out. But they have a tough time guarding Lamar Peters. Like Lamar Peters, they have a tough time. With
Lamar
him.
Peters is like that.
No, he is. But I'm saying Trey Burke better than him. Trey Burke frying that shit. I gotta ask Sin. Is he gonna play? I know there's been some talk about Sindarius Thornwell.
Lamar P is the lefty, right?
Yeah.
You
know what his nickname was in college, Mars?
What was his nickname?
Parking Lot Peters.
Oh, because of the range?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
he was like that. They call him that in like high school or some shit like that, though.
Yeah, he's tough.
Man, shout out
Trey
Parking
Lot.
A
lot of people don't even know his name, Lamar.
We'll never forget that robbery.
I know that super chat wasn't addressed to me, but to answer the question, yes, Rob can hoop.
Nice.
Shout out Rob Cologne.
I don't
guys,
think you talking about that, Rob.
Guys, seriously.
Yes, sir.
Seriously, who farted? Sent through a super chat and said, snitching usually is both of you committed a crime and you just snitched to save yourself. If you were going to snitch from the jump, just don't do this crime. Just get a lawyer and shut up.
Don't do crimes, y'all. Just never do crimes, bro. It's not hard to be crimeless. Just don't commit a crime.
See, I feel like you'll be writing your 5th appeal letter trying to explain how you didn't do the crime that you're currently in jail for. Like, they make, like, I don't know how to explain it to you. They will make you do crimes that you did not do, and you will serve time for shit you didn't do. That's America's legal system. Pardon?
They will make you commit crime.
You committed a crime.
No, it will become a crime, even though it wasn't a crime. You know what I mean? Like you'll end up doing some shit you did not do.
I don't know every law, so maybe I've committed crimes subconsciously.
Yesterday when you streamed them damn games on that website you were supposed to.
Yeah, intent is a really huge part of it, and a lot of shit. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I mean, I was studying to be a lawyer for a little while there. So first of all, you can probably tell that about everything about me. I'm a little bit argumentative sometimes. But in the pursuit of
a little bit,
no
maybe a little bit, Pin. I can see that. Yeah,
a little bit.
All you gotta do is object. Don't be cussing out the judge, man. Shit. Now I'm sitting there with 15 for no reason.
What I'm saying is, like, if some cop comes to your door and be like, "Were you illegally downloading bull?" I need to speak to a lawyer immediately. Don't be like, no, I didn't. Yes, I did, because then they can pin you to something. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I only downloaded one thing, officer. You know how many people like mess themselves up?
What was that one thing?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what he.
You just implicated yourself. Don't talk to the cops.
I just want to know what was that one thing you downloaded.
Hey, aside from the one thing that you downloaded, all you have to do is say, "I didn't do it. My mama did it," and then you'll be good.
You don't say, okay, Ron.
All you do is say, "Hey,
Ron,
this ain't even my house. This is my mama house."
Do not listen to Ron. Do not say you didn't do it. Don't say you did do it. Don't say nothing. To borrow a Jordan term, you have been psyoped. You have been psyoped into believing that if you ask for a lawyer, you will appear guilty. Forget about appearing guilty.
I ain't asked for a lawyer. I said I ain't do it. My mama did it.
Bro,
Boy said, lock the mamas up.
To Penn's point, Miranda rights are very important. Listen to them.
You have the right to remain silent.
Stop right there.
Use it.
Miranda didn't do it. My mama did it. I didn't.
Miranda into this. You have the right to remain silent. Use it.
What the hell happened? Ron talking about.
Ron, hey, chill. Ron gonna protect Miranda with every answer he's being.
I'll fuck with Miranda. Hey, but all right, y'all. The next super chat is from No Longer Gay. Jordan, you got what you wanted. Gay? No Longer Gape said LeBron needs to retire. Y'all saw him setting bad examples last night. He needs to go. He's been hurting the NBA for the last 10 years.
Nah, that's kind of crazy when he won a championship in 2020.
Watching Bron's stat pad to get to his 10 is
10
always a fun watch. It's always a fun watch.
And then don't you ever fucking celebrate shit with Bronny on me. So he gonna stand up. I would have been, boy, I would have stopped the game. I would have stood right underneath the goal and picked up the mic and said, Bronny, it's ass. Bronny, you know it. Now don't play with me. They got you on camera doing this shit. I would have been in the comments, Ox. After the game.
Jordan, I don't even know what you're talking about. I ain't watched the game.
You didn't see that? Bron?
No, I didn't watch any of that game.
Dylan Brooks was trying to post up Bronny, and he shot it, and I think he called travel or some shit. And Bron stood up and was like,
no, Bronny locked up Dylan Brooks. After nobody could do it all night.
At least someone in the family could do it. Yeah, at least someone in the family could do it.
Bronny came in and got a stop.
I would have said, boy, what? I would have been in the comments to this day. That brother is ass. He for sure can't guard me.
He did though. Apparently,
he played better than Bron yesterday. I know that.
He got to stop. I don't know.
If he locked him, he locked him. What's wrong with that?
He want to celebrate his son. Cool, good. I got you. You're a great father, but you can't save him now. Ain't no.
If he a grown man. He got to save himself.
Man, all bets is off the table. It's over with.
It's not like they was going easy on Bronny or something. Now you think they're gonna turn up like they ain't going easy on Bronny.
No, I'm saying all that. Yeah, that was going easy with the criticism. But when you stood up and did like that, like I'm garbage because he locked me up, he ain't did that shit all game. You gonna wait till Bronny?
So you're not supposed to celebrate his teammate?
No, he gonna celebrate his son. He ain't do that shit all game. You gonna wait till Bronny get in the game and do it?
No one else was stopping Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, nobody got to stop all game besides Bronny.
Dylan Brooks had what, 30?
Oh man.
Dylan Brooks was looking like Kobe out there. You see how many fadeaways
for sure. Dylan Brooks was.
He was killing their ass. Hey,
God damn,
he was killing. And Dylan,
and then Gillespie out there looking like prime Klay Thompson.
Bro, Devin Booker saw me on a 20 joint.
I was like, oh.
Bro, that motherfucker had 11 in the first 5 minutes.
By the way, just putting.
He is. Yes, he is. 100%.
Shout out.
Hey, chill. Devin Booker had 11 in the first 5 minutes, and sold me on my 20-point joint.
Well, sorry, he got hurt. We went him.
I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, with Mars, I was pissed off. I'm like, it's no way.
I said take the less. I foresee an injury, but I said take the less.
Meanwhile,
but yeah, man, shout out to Lakers, man. They stunk.
Meanwhile, my most improved player, Josh Giddey, he giving it up like a hook on Fifth Ave. He turning the ball over more than he is actually assisting. Last night, he was garbage. And some of them turnovers. Some of them turnovers weren't his fault, but the majority of them were.
I didn't watch that game. He had 8 turnovers. I only watched like the ends of that game. I did not know he had 8 turnovers.
Yeah, it was bad.
Luka beat him though. Luka had 9.
Yeah,
good shit, Luka.
It was bad.
All right, the next super chat is from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studios. Anna Monica said, we talked a lot about how you need to do more things today if you are a point guard. How do you think guys like Nets Jason Kidd, Rondo, and IT would do today?
Really good.
Yeah.
A lot
just being more of a bucket getter. Yeah. Like just being more of a bucket getter. I think that Rondo in particular, like he would have to expand his jump shot. Not necessarily to the 3-point line, because Rondo could knock down a 3, but he would absolutely have to expand his mid-range game in order to be more effective as a bucket getter in today's game. Jason Kidd too. And I think they would do that.
Yeah, I think Rondo could score better than what people think he could too, by the way. I just
I think he could too, Drench. To be honest with you, I do think he could be more of a bucket getter, but I think he segued into that role of being a primary distributor and defender, and to get all the rest of them.
That's how you stay on the floor.
Yeah.
That's how you stay on the floor.
If that's what y'all need me to do, y'all need me to be the bucket getter. That's what Ray is out here for. That's what KG. That's what these dudes is out here for. No, I'm setting the table for them dudes.
Rondo took his job very seriously. He wanted to stay on the floor as much as he could. So
yeah,
you're not the best scorer in the NBA. You're not the best scorer on this team. You got to figure out ways to do it. But when they needed Rondo to get a bucket, we saw him getting 40s in the finals. We saw him getting 40s when they needed him to get 40. So like you saw that.
I just remember
that might have been in the conference finals. It might have been a conference finals.
I think it was the game in the final. I want to say in the finals or either in the conference finals when he played with the Lakers. And he ended up going on a tear for like 25 and hit like 4 straight threes. And he reminded me, because I had forgot. I was like, that playoff Rondo thing, that's a real thing.
That's a real thing.
That is 100% a real thing. Yes, it is. And
Rondo is one of the smartest guys. I love when they have him on the podcast. Like he been doing a few lately, but when they have him on the podcast, I listen to it every time. He one is just the smartest. I'm upset. Something happened to where I didn't get to coach against him in this summer. My team played against him in the championship, and I didn't get to coach against him because I didn't go. But I would have loved to do that. That would have been like a dream come true. Because if I would have won, boy, you know I would have been on this motherfucker. Any argument. Boy, I beat Rondo in the game. Who don't know ball? I would have been on y'all ass.
It was the closeout game. It was the closeout game when they played against Miami in the finals. He went for 19. Yeah, he got busy in that game.
Jalen King sent through a super chat and said, put some respect on DB's name, the real DB. Also, OKC spent all last night rubbing their hands like Birdman, shaking my head.
Ron, they're going to whoop the Warriors' ass tonight.
I'll go to Warriors, man.
They're going to whoop the Warriors' ass tonight.
I'll go to Warriors.
Nobody even playing.
No Steph. B-Pod's about to have 28.
They're going to stomp them, Mars. They're not going to be. They're going to.
I'll be back here tomorrow when the Warriors win 117-108.
And make sure you back here tomorrow when Oklahoma City wins 125-102.
Chill. You said you like domination, right?
I think they're going to stomp them. Say it again, Ron. I'm sorry.
Chill. You said you like domination, right?
Love it.
Well, tonight is going to be nothing short of that. At least we think. OKC has all the implications and signs pointing to the direction of them smacking the Golden State Warriors. Either way it goes, y'all, whether it's a close game, whether it's a 40-point game, 20-point game, 30-point game, whatever the case may be, we are going to be watching it on playback. So y'all pull up and have a good old time with us. It's going to be a few of us up there, and it's going to be potentially a good game. So you know where to find us. We'll see you there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next super chat I got is from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studios. Said, you guys think Shea is peaking higher than Wade and Dirk? Also, do you guys think he is the worst player, or who do you guys think is the worst player, in your opinion, better than Shea?
I don't know the answer to that second question.
I don't know neither. Who's the worst player, in your opinion, better than Shea? But as far as peaking higher than Dirk and D Wade, I mean, I just think it's different when we're talking about. Yeah, it's different. The game was different. The level of competition is different.
The rules are different.
The rules are way different. I mean, even with all of that being said, I mean, Dirk had those 3 years. I want to say from like maybe 05 to 07, where, I mean, you can definitely make the argument he was the best power forward in the league. He was arguably the best player in the league. That was going on. I love the fact that he changed his game. He had a better mid-range game than SGA. To be honest with you, and I'll say it, and there's some of you who won't say it, I think he was a better bucket getter than SGA was at that time. And yes, I think he was a better bucket getter than SGA during that time. And the game wasn't nearly as wide open as it is today. So I would say that Dirk peaked higher. Dwayne Wade. When did I get peak Dwayne Wade? Because within that process, he tore his shoulder up, I want to say in 07. So he was out of the lineup at that point. 09 Wade, I think that's the best version of him. Right? I think that 06 Wade, that's only like year 3 Wade. So we didn't get peak Wade until like maybe 08 to 11. Is that fair?
Man, chill. I think the best way just to describe it is not to hate on Shea, not to hate on the other players, is
right.
The game is just different. Like the game is just totally different. Like to do the who peaked higher, like you're looking at two, or not even two, you're looking at a group of guys who just really damn good at the sport. And it's very hard to compare one to the other in that way to me. Like, because the game is just different, because overall you're gonna end up looking at stats. You're gonna end up looking at stats to make your argument, and that can always be negated by saying the game is different. So
I do understand the logic of wanting to quote unquote, argue, and that's what this is about up here with us. Yeah. But I don't want to take away from what SGA is doing. SGA is on a tear right now. I mean, SGA 100%. At 26 years old, 27 years old, this looks like something that he could do for another 2-3 years at this level. At this level.
Chill. At this point, to be honest with you, Shea has that Steph Curry effect where if it's in the fourth quarter and the game is close, you scared every time you get the ball.
Because I think that he could do it.
He's no other player in the NBA has that effect right now. Like it's him. Like I know I was around. You know how I feel about Steph Curry and the Warriors. If the game is close, you almost start getting anxiety when he get the ball, because it's like he about to make a shot. Like he has that effect. Like I don't agree with a lot of calls that they do with Shea, but that's just me nitpicking the game. He don't need the calls, to be honest with you. He don't need them. So if the game is 105 and there's 10 seconds left, and he got it, wrap it up.
SGA in the clutch this year has 80 points in 50 minutes.
Yep. And I think the next closest guy is like at 67 miles. I think you told us that yesterday. Something like that.
Yeah, it was Tyrese Maxey. It's 67 or 57.
Like 67, something like that. And I mean, to be honest with you, Jordan, it says a lot about a guy who, when we get, Dennis Rodman said this in 1996, people don't realize how difficult it is to do what people expect you to do. And SGA, when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, we expect him to deliver. And he's been doing that. That's hard to do, yo. That is hard. That is hard to do. Like we got a 2-possession game, Ron. We got a 3-possession game, and now we're in the meat and potatoes of the game, and we know that's where the ball's going. He's gonna get them back in the game, and he's done that.
And at the same time, like, bro, his 3-point shooting is just getting so much better too. Like that motherfucker making weird ass threes and shit, and it's like some of the shots he couldn't hit it last year. Now it's like, bro, he make that shit now. Like to me, it's almost like why would y'all let Shea start his dribble and let him play one-on-one? Like
really quickly, Ron, because we saw that last year. Like Mars and I was actually having that conversation about you might want to relax on the step back threes or the pull up threes, because this might not be your game. Turns out, not only is this my game, this is my shit,
bro. He be stepping back and shit. That shit is crazy,
y'all. And speaking of Shea, this is a conversation that I think needs to be louder. This is a conversation that I personally think that you guys are being a little disingenuous about. This is a super chat I got from STT38. Sent through a $50 super chat, $49.99 to be exact. STT said, how is the convo between Luka and Shea become, in theory, not a conversation right now, when Luka is just a tick below in scoring right now, around 4% true shooting with all-time passing and great playmaking? How do you feel about that convo, Mars and Chill? Mars, how do you feel about this conversation?
I think Shea's better.
I do. Based off because you play defense, huh?
I think defense is part of it, but I think Shea's better on both sides of the ball. So
I don't think he's better on offense, but
I just feel like how much he's expanded his game. I feel like how much he's expanded his game in addition to the winning, because before I think that there was a gap between him and Luka. That gap got closed with the expansion of his game, being able to crack the long ball, being able to finish around the rim. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that if I'm not mistaken, per Basketball Reference, Luka is finishing at the rim 0 to 3 feet at a 95% clip. I mean, that's goofy as hell. 5 men don't do that. But with that also,
Luka good as a motherfucker.
Yes, he is. He's ridiculous around the rim. But so is Shea. Shea is fantastic around the rim. And not only is Shea fantastic around the rim, Shea does such a good job. It's very much what we talked about with Jason Tatum and Shea when I talked about bucket getting. I think the separator between them two is the shot selection. And Shea,
absolutely.
I think Shea has been so poised in his ability to knock down open shots and take good shots. Luka, I still think is the best scorer in the game. I'm not going to argue that point. I still think he's the best scorer in the game. But I think that the gap has been closed in terms of bucket getting because of SGA shot selection.
Chill.
But chill, their
when
shot
Damian
selection.
get up here and say what he said, it's applauded. But when I said that shit about Luka playmaking, I don't know fucking ball. That's huh?
With what?
Well, yeah,
when Damian was basically saying the play, like Luka don't really want to do all of the playmaking like that, like he really want to score it. Like, but when I say that shit, I don't know ball. But Luka, I'm seeing good take.
But Jordan, no, him doing that.
You said he's not that good of a playmaker, and he throws grenades, and that what you said is very. The tone and the
I
words.
didn't say he's not that good of a playmaker. I say he don't want.
You said it's not playmaking.
Yeah, Damian said he prefers.
And then you said it. You said it's scripted playmaking. I remember you said scripted playmaking. Yeah, you didn't say the same thing Damian said.
No,
you might have meant the same thing, but what you said is very different.
I said that last year. I'm talking about. I said this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. What Damian said about Luka not wanting to be a playmaker. Like that's what I said 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not talking about last year. I still agree with that though. That shit is fake. That shit is scripted for sure. Motherfucker been open for 6 weeks and now he throw it. Oh, great pass. Like he been open. But I was just basically saying that Luka don't want to be a playmaker. Like he doesn't. That's not what he's trying to do first.
Jordan,
I agree with that. But I think that's something
that doesn't take away from the result.
Wow.
Yeah, he's not.
But Mars, what does that have to do with the result, though? The result is still Luka playmaking at a premium level, regardless of.
Well, I'm not saying he's not a great playmaker. It's just about mentality. It's just
and that's okay.
Yes,
I'm not. The thing about it is, I don't care about the mentality. The point I'm trying to make is cool whether he's trying to score. He's still scoring at a high level, but he's also still playmaking at an even higher level. My thing with Luka is it's like I'm giving you elite playmaking, I'm giving you elite scoring, and chill. You brought up the shot selection. Okay, I shoot wilder shots. I can make wilder shots. I shoot these shots because I can make them. I shoot.
It looks shitty when he don't.
You guys understand? Like when it comes to gravity, when it comes to gravity, the only person that rivals Luka is Steph. Luka's gravity is literally when I cross half court, you have to pay attention to me. Nobody gets doubled with the ball like Luka out at the logo, half court, and all of that. Luka's gravity is ridiculous. And so, like, my thing is, I just think we're being a little nasty with this Shea and Luka conversation. I personally think Luka's better than Shea. Personally,
I think that the separator is defense, but on offense, I think Luka's better.
No, the separator's playmaking then. The separator's playmaking then.
And that's fair.
What's your playmaking logic,
if you guys would have
what is your playmaking, Ron? What's your logic in playmaking?
What do you mean?
No,
my ability to distribute the ball.
Are you just talking about?
No, my ability to distribute the ball and make any pass that I want to. Yes, I will turn the ball over.
Playmaking is though, Ron. That's not just what playmaking is though.
Okay, then let's just talk passing. Then let's just talk passing.
Let's just talk
passing.
I
am but that's what I'm saying. The gap in defense is the gap in passing.
Yeah, that which is fine. But I will say to bring up Luka's bad shots. I will say a lot of times he take those shots quicker because he's trying to score, and like a lot of times they're not gonna let Luka play one-on-one like they let a lot of players play one-on-one. Like a lot of times Luka just be getting shit off because he knows somebody about to come and help, and he just trying to do some spectacular shit, just like a scorer would. That's why I was saying that he don't want to be a playmaker. Like he legitimately don't want to be. It's just you force him to be a playmaker, and he's able to make any pass.
Yo, that shit sound crazy as hell. Like, I don't want to be a scorer, but I'm 30 a game. Like
being
no.
Being an aggressive scorer is good for your passing.
He don't want to be a passer. Like he wants to be an aggressive scorer.
No, being an aggressive scorer. If LeBron was a more aggressive scorer, I would argue he'd be a better player. Like being an aggressive scorer is a good thing for your passing because when you're willing to take shots over double teams and triple teams, you will invite more double teams and triple teams. That just makes sense. So in key moments, you will actually invite those doubles to come to you because they know you're willing to take it. You know what I mean? There's certain guys where the second they get doubled, they want to pass. I don't like that personally. If you're a great scorer who can score,
you want Brandon Ingram to do it.
Well, Brandon Ingram is not Luka Doncic or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You said some guys. What guys are you talking about though?
I'm talking about those guys. I'm talking about literally those two guys. And Shea will definitely pull it on a double team. You will definitely see. But what Shea does, I think,
on panics too.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this.
That's
like,
where is going with that.
I think, like, I watched Michael Jordan. I did. And I never really felt like Dwayne Wade quite got there, but he was close. Like, he gave me Jordan-esque vibes many times. Kobe did too. This is the closest thing I have seen to like 96 Jordan. Me personally. No, not 88 Jordan, 87 Jordan, skying through the rim and dunking on everybody. I'm talking about that methodical, in the post, pull up from any spot on the court, doesn't have weaknesses, left hand, right hand, go any which way.
They don't really play contact much though.
Fair enough, but I definitely think if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets the ball and it's like you're 13 feet, 15 feet from the basket, he can get it like 8 different ways. You know what I mean?
So 2006 didn't exist.
Luka can get it any way you want.
2006
I'm out of my mind. So 2006 just never, it was wiped away from history.
The reason I say
2008, 2000, 2007, 2005.
2006, 2007, 2008, wonderful, great scoring seasons, weren't on a 70-win team, weren't on a title contender. Okay. When I've seen Kobe,
the closest thing
08 was a title contender.
Yes,
you said this is the closest.
The total package of Michael Jordan. What defines Michael Jordan for me? Defense, number one. Offense,
better than Shea.
You could argue early Kobe was a lot better than Shea. Fine. I'm saying later Kobe, which is the one in 2009, was not better than this version.
Still better than Shea right now.
That dude, yeah.
Still better than Shea right now.
No, he wasn't.
I don't know. Hey, y'all didn't let somebody come up here and try to convince you guys that 2009 Kobe didn't play defense. That is a lie.
I didn't say he didn't play defense.
Whoever said that, lie.
I didn't say he didn't play defense.
Offensively, he was way more versatile than SGA. That Bryant was.
What makes him more versatile?
Playing on the box,
more efficient from anywhere.
Playing on the box. Playing on the box was one, playing on the box, two, playing above the rim. Even in 2008, 2009, those things are huge. When I can play on the box and I can force double teams, not only can I force double teams, but I can force mismatches and I can get you on that block and get you in foul trouble, which I think is also playmaking, by the way. But on top of that, being able to
open, yo. I think Shea gets more open than Kobe. I just that's
well, I think the reason why I think you think that.
Like, go ahead.
Game different.
The reason why I think you think that, Penn, the reason why I think you think that is because the game is so much more wide open today. There's a lot more space for you to get open as opposed to in 2008, 2006, 2009, where it was a lot more compact. So if I'm on the block, it's not much space in terms of covering when I'm getting doubled on the box, as opposed to today in 2025, if Brian is on that left block where he likes to operate, well, you got to cover a lot more space, which means that I got more time to work on whomever is covering me, right? So the idea of him getting open more, I mean, I think that has a lot to do with what the game is today.
I agree with you. First of all, I agree with you. I think Kobe was an insanely smart basketball player who would have absolutely flourished with more space. And when he played in the triangle, which is to maximize some space for him to attack, when he played with Shaq, maximum space, 2 guys always on Shaq trying to get double. It helped. So Shea is playing with a stretch big like Chet. He's playing with great defense. He gets to play in transition a lot. And quite frankly, he plays with a really good second option, whether that be, J-Dub, whether that be Chet, or whether that be AJ Mitchell, frankly. But I think what I've seen from him this year has been very Jordan-esque. That's what I'm going to say. And I don't use that compliment very easily.
Sure.
I wasn't the guy being like, yeah, everyone's Jordan-esque. I wasn't like, oh, yeah, Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, Vince Carter, they're all Jordan-esque. Everyone's Jordan-esque. We were all trying to find the next Jordan back in 99, 2000, 2001. We were all trying to see it, Harold Miner and all that stuff. No, man, but this is a guy who's legitimately giving me 96 Jordan vibes. That's it. He's getting that space. And I think that he is a testament to the fact that smart basketball players who have great footwork and elite motor and good, proprioceptive. I've talked about proprioception a lot with Shea. I think Kobe and Shaq were great proprioceptive athletes. I think Jordan was a great proprioceptive athlete.
And I can use that.
Yeah, go ahead. Even the conversation y'all were having about Rajon Rondo.
I know we got to move on, Ron. I do.
The conversation y'all were having about Rajon Rondo. What helped Rajon? Space.
Yes, it did.
Space. Wider angles made it easier for him to drive. And I think Rajon Rondo would be amazing in today's NBA.
And with Bryant, with Bryant, the fact that he knew how to attack a mismatch, he knew how to attack matchups. The way that they mismatch hunt in today's game, especially with getting bigs on him, his ability to just blow by guys, quick pull-ups, not only his quick pull-ups, the fact that he was a lot stronger than you give him credit for. So when we get to the rim, I'm able to beat up on your big guys more than I would back then because the paint was so packed. Now these big guys aren't nearly as physical as they were back then. On top of that, I get smaller guys on me where I can get them in the mid-post and then I can get them in the mid-range. And when I'm on defense, and it's much more switchable guys today than it was back then, way more. So if I'm on defense, I got guys to protect me more, which makes me even a more lethal defender because now I can shoot gaps. Not only can I shoot gaps, I can get on the glass and I can defend. I think Bryant was just a much better player at that point. And I don't say this lightly about SGA because I think SGA is fantastic, but I think Bryant was a much better player.
Do you remember Phil Jackson?
Hey, Penn, we got to move on. I got two more super chats. STT said, "Cook, Ron. I think Shea is just the new darling, and it's okay. That one-on-one gimmick from last year was cute, but it does take his teammates out of rhythm, which sucks. But you play one-on-one, you get 40 easy.
That does not take his team out of rhythm.
What did he say?
Yeah.
He said the one-on-one gimmick from Shea takes his teammates out of rhythm.
No, it does not.
But that's how he gets 40.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. That does not take his team out of rhythm. That's just not true.
All right, the next super chat I got is from J-Mo. J-Mo said, tell the clown who said K doesn't play defense that he had 6 steals and 3 blocks and game-winning defense. Top 10, you wish the Raptors had him over Scotty. Bum-ass offense.
I really don't, but good luck. Cool. Enjoy.
Paid at 9 stocks.
That's fire, Cade.
What else you expect?
Hey, would y'all be better with Cade?
Then Scotty?
Yeah. Sure.
Our defense would fall off a cliff.
And your offense would jump over the cliff.
Our offense would be better, yes. Our defense would be worse.
But would your team be better? That's all I'm saying.
Given the fact that we have Brandon Ingram and RJ Barrett, no. We need defense.
We got another super chat from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studios said, Real Talk said if OKC goes on a run, SGA can crack top 10 all time. SGA can crack top 10. What if OKC wins 70-plus games, but loses in the second round to Houston? Where Shea is okay?
I don't know if I agree with Real Talk on that because they put Steph Curry through hell winning just 2 championships for this top 10 shit. So I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, he said if they win 4 in 5 years. That's what he said.
Oh, okay. Because what he was just saying, if they win a championship next year, I'm like, bro, they put Steph through hell to crack the top 10. And so we ain't just gonna throw Shea over that. Nah, not gonna happen.
Someone left a comment yesterday that I found interesting. Shout out to Itzamze. I think you guys know him. He's in the chat quite often. He said that the reason like Steph is like different in that regard, people don't think Steph is as good as his all-time ranking suggests. Like people will put Steph top 10, but like if you ask them like intrinsically, they don't think Steph is as good as they say he is.
Right.
And that's not a knock on Steph. I'm for what it's worth. I think Steph is amazing. I'm not knocking Steph. But like the people who have like there's people who have Steph like top 5. They think he's the best offensive player ever. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people who have like Steph like 10, 11, whatever. They don't like if you ask them who do you think is a better player, Steph or Kevin Durant, they'll tell you that they think Kevin Durant is better. And that's why I think mentally they're able to put players above Steph because they don't actually think Steph is as good as like a Kobe Bryant or like.
I agree with you because I
think my bitch the baddest bitch on the planet. But if you put her up next to some pictures of some other chicks, you know what? I think this.
Well, that's a little different.
Wait a minute.
But I will say,
which one is it? Is she the baddest one or not?
I don't.
He's top 10 more so off like.
I got him at like 11.
Is this because
there's a lot that goes into that shit? I need to know some things.
Is this because you've seen him be the second best player on his team in his prime, and you never saw Michael Jordan be the second best player on his team?
No, because I
seen
Steph.
You never see Mike be the second best player on his team?
No, I didn't.
You sure?
Once again, I'm not saying I don't think Steph is that good. I just think a lot of people
You ever seen Giannis be the second best player on his team?
That's a fact.
Yes, yes, I have.
I don't think Steph is as good as they rank him.
All right, fellas.
Ask Chris Middleton. Ask Chris Middleton.
The next super chat is from Mr. AKY.
Ask your boy Parker.
Aki 123 said, I saw Swiper say a few times yesterday that today's defenses are better. Are they really better, or are the offenses just able to do less?
No.
Well, I think that
offense is able to do
takes
more.
a while to catch up to offense. Defense takes a while.
The offense is able to do more.
Yes.
You're not even allowed to play defense. Drench, you know what? Because look, I don't know if y'all seen the video what Drench just dropped just yesterday or the day before. But it's clear that the NBA is not allowing you to play defense anymore. They're clearly sending a message: defense is not allowed here unless you're Lou Dort and you get to tackle people. That's different. Lou Dort. Now Lou Dort, you can hit somebody like Warren Sapp or Julius Peppers, but other than that, no defense. You can't do that shit. No sir. That don't sell tickets, and that's what this is all about.
I think it's a little ironic too. How I purposely made a point in the video about how Shea strong as a motherfucker when he push you off, but on a foul like that,
he get knocked over.
He ain't strong at all on that one.
Chill. That's what kills me. I watch basketball and I see a dude get poked or hit in the face and he fall on the ground. It's like you ain't never been punched in your face before.
Now, but poked in the eye.
But I'm just saying though. You know what I mean? Have you been punched in the face?
Just push. There's no reason why.
But look, I'm just saying, in general. Just let's say, you getting like when you were younger, get into a little scuffle or something. You get punched in the face. You don't just unless you get hit like that, but you don't fall on the ground. In the NBA, you can walk, you get you all on the ground like, bro, what are you doing? This shit is so theatrics. Theatrics.
I just don't like
the NBA is dead.
I just don't like at this point as a defender, I really don't know like what am I supposed to do? I know one thing I teach. When I'm coaching my team is show the referee your hands. Like I always say that. If it's any type of if you on the side of a player, you trying to get your chest in front of the ball, if you show your referee your hands, that contact it has to be initiated by the offensive player unless you just like behind them and kind of hip thrust them a little bit. But
Jordan, that shit still don't be working.
Like, that's what I'm about to say.
The offense can initiate the contact. They still gonna call the foul.
At that point, I have no idea what am I supposed to do as a player.
There's nothing you can do.
No idea.
You can't play defense. You literally just can't play defense.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Just don't foul.
So you just gotta just let them go.
You just gotta not foul. Yeah.
We got another super chat from. We got another super chat from. You guessed it, Anna Monica Studios. Anna Monica said this OKC and Golden State game is gonna feed families. You think Steph gonna let OKC break those 73 wins?
Yeah, from the bench, he's gonna impart his wisdom on Brandon Podziemski, who's gonna have 28 in the 117-108 victory tonight.
They're gonna smoke them dudes tonight.
Okay, I'll be here tomorrow.
Smoke them.
I'll be here tomorrow. Accept my apologies.
D-Town sent through another super chat and said Cason Wallace leads the league in steals and is well on his way to being first team all defense. You guys stop it. Talking about AJ DeBanza coming in.
We're talking about Darren Peterson.
Darren
Peterson. I ain't say AJ. Maybe. I ain't say AJ. But Darren Peterson, yeah. Casey.
Well, how AJ gonna take Lou Diddy's minutes? Same thing.
I'm gonna be
real.
Real.
Hasn't been that great this year, but
I'm gonna be real. AJ gonna be a project in the NBA, man. I'm gonna just let y'all know that. I did a nice video about breaking his game down a little bit because the best thing he do is play pick and roll as a pick and roll ball handler. I got another video where it's not gonna be. A lot of people might not like it, but I'm just telling the truth. He's gonna be a project in the NBA. I'm telling you, he's gonna be a real project. In
AJ's
the NBA.
a lot worse of a defender than I think he should be.
Yeah, that too, but. I think people don't realize he don't move as well as you think he do too. Like, not that.
There's only so. I mean, how would you expect a 6'9"?
I agree, but I'm saying they be trying to say that's the separator between him and Boozer, and I'm saying it's not. Like that's not a real separator between them two as far as athleticism. Like
Jordan Morris, we gotta move on because this is gonna turn into a big fiasco if we don't. But shout out to AJ though. Potentially,
no, he's a good player. It's gonna be a project.
Hey, I euroed that. I euroed the hell out of that one.
I mean, you got some European blood in you, so I see you putting it to use. 989 Michi said, as someone with a law degree, never talk to the police without a lawyer, even if you are innocent. They are not your friends.
Thank you.
Or
and the lawyer is my friend. Yeah, totally. Yeah, the lawyer is my friend.
That's gonna charge you, huh?
I'm sure Mr. Law Degree doesn't want my money. Okay, buddy.
Julius Irvin sent through a
You should
super
pay
chat.
your friends, though. You should pay your friends.
Julius Irvin said, if they ever get you in that room, they don't know shit. Because if they did, they wouldn't be asking you. So like Penn said, keep your mouth shut.
Unless it's the FBI.
I don't talk very often anyway, so.
That's true.
Take a nap.
The Trib One said, yeah, I'm with Penn. I think Cooper would have been in the G League on the Thunder. Get the F out of here. It's caliber of players, not draft pick position.
Cooper who?
Flag? Yeah, Cooper.
Cooper Anderson?
DB Cooper? Because Cooper Flag is starting on this Thunder team.
Why Cooper Flag going to the G League? What Cooper Flag?
Cooper is starting on this Thunder team.
Cooper is like a defensive player. Like you know what I mean? Like that's not my point.
But that's what he said. We're talking about the super chat. He said, I think Cooper would be on the G League.
No, but
he's being sarcastic. That's why he said, get the fuck out of here.
I hope he's being sarcastic.
Gotta be.
Oh, damn. He's cooking you, Penn?
Cam Boozer would not be in the G League. Like,
absolutely. Obliterating Penn.
Yeah, right here. I'm disagreeing with Penn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Y'all can't even read sarcasm.
I'm surprised.
That's why a lot of people get mad at me. Yeah, because
I'm surprised Mars didn't catch it.
It was sarcasm. It was sarcasm oozing all over that super chat.
I said everything I needed to say about Cam Boozer G League.
Bad. I couldn't tell that it was sarcasm.
We know Cam Boozer ain't going
to oozing all through that super chat.
OKC actually don't send that many people to the G League. The only people they've sent to the G League in recent years who they've drafted was Dylan Jones and Usman Jang. Both of them sucked, and Aaron Wiggins, who was the 55th pick.
We
they
haven't
don't actually
seen,
send that. If
we haven't seen championship defending OKC. We've seen young team in development OKC. They're about
the only way any of those dudes go to the G League is if they get hurt.
AJ Mitchell
and they come back.
Yeah,
that's it. It was a pointless conversation an hour and a half ago. It's pointless to bring it back up right now.
AJ Mitchell got finals minutes on a team that was competing.
Well,
first quarter minutes, by the way. First half minutes in the finals. Rookie.
You know what's not pointless? Becoming a member and enjoying the perks that come with being a member on the Players Choice channel.
Now you're cooking.
Shout out to the Trajan Valeris.
Or it could be Trajan. Trahan or Trajan, whichever one. But it's probably Trahan.
Shout out to Trahan.
Because if it's an O on it, it would be Trey Host.
Shout out to Trahan. And also shout out to Ruben D'Angelo 9125 for becoming a member as well. Salute to y'all. And shout out to Trey Ray with the next super chat. Trey Ray said the Spurs did the same thing with Jeremy Sohan, who was bad at one position, but everyone in the organization agrees that quote unquote wasted year made him better.
So
this is at a much higher level. Like Cooper is a much better player than him.
But is Sohan not trash now?
Sohan has not been good this year. So I mean,
what a project!
But it's not because of that. It's just because Sohan wasn't good, bro. So Sohan just no matter what, he was never going to be at this level of player as Cooper Flag. I think that it's when you
I don't think there's anybody that
right. But when you do that with a guy like Cooper Flag, it can actually help though, because now throughout his career and even like,
oh boy,
yeah, thank God.
Damn, Big Ox has left the building. See you, big fella. We'll catch you on playback tonight.
You probably still talking too.
We had him.
Hey, keep going, Ox. Yeah, keep cooking. But MTHJ said Giannis and Gary Trent for Kobe White, Matas Buzelis, Kevin Herter, Patrick Williams, both 26, 27, 28 first round picks.
No.
Oh, they got two.
The OKC trade clears Isaiah Hartenstein, Isaiah Joe, Kenrich Williams, and every pick you're allowed to give up. That's the best trade.
How many picks are we allowed? I think 5 ones is what is the.
That's what you're allowed, and then you'll make another sneaky trade where you'll give them like you'll be like, oh, we'll take your worst player. Here's another 3 first-round picks for that player. Totally not linked to the other trade. Yeah, that's what you do.
Bobby Porter said y'all get 4 first-round picks.
Yeah, there you go. Like that's what you gotta do.
Take these other 4
and I'll take the fine with whatever come with it. I'll take the fine. Fuck it.
Yeah, so what? We gave up 4 first-round picks for Andre Jackson Jr. Oh, coincidence. I don't know what to tell you. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
Hello 55 sent through a super chat and said Giannis for Tyler Hero, Andrew Wiggins, Nikola Jovic, picks. Miami been playing so well without Hero, and he's a Milwaukee native, and 34 is close friends with Bam, DM, NP, Larson.
The lineup will be Davion, Norman Powell, Larson, Giannis, and Bam.
Okay, first of all, the Milwaukee native. So, what make you think I want to go home? I don't want to go home. Just because I'm from there.
For tickets and shit.
Every time I turn around,
I will
Jordan,
say if I'm the
Pacers,
Pacers, I'd be looking into Giannis if I'm the Pacers.
For who?
What do you want?
I don't know if Giannis wants to go to the Pacers.
Pascal Siakam.
But I'd be looking into
in their pick right now.
Yeah,
I'm on Ron.
You give up your pick. That's going to be a high pick because you guys
in the division, right in the division in the Central Division. You got to block my number because I'm on the phone all day, a day. Whether
wouldn't be nicer than Shea and Giannis, but
I told you the trade is going to happen.
I'm telling you, they need to make that motherfucker.
And Isaiah Hartenstein's been great this year, so maybe he's a franchise player. I don't know. Isaiah Hartenstein's been
Listen, Mars, I understand in sports, the good GMs break people's hearts. Like Bob Myers, like Jerry Jones, and all the motherfuckers just break people's hearts. Like they understand. All right, I won last year. I want to win again. Give me the best player in the NBA. Fuck it. How was the Cowboys getting players like Deion Sanders and shit? I'm breaking your heart. That's what I'm doing, chill. I'm breaking everybody's heart that hate the Oklahoma City Thunder now. You're going to hate us worse at the free throw line.
For real. I'm going to force y'all to hate me.
I'm breaking hearts for the next 7 years.
Yeah, that's good hoops right there.
I wouldn't give a shit either. I'm winning my championship because they're going to talk about me in the next 80 years. Not 80. That's a little bit too long because I want to still be alive. But they're going to talk about me in the next 20, 30 years, just like how they do the Chicago Bulls. Just like how they talk about them. Just like how we're going to talk about the Thunder. Just like the Heat. I'm breaking hearts. And the Lakers. The Lakers been breaking hearts for the longest. The Lakers, the Dodgers, all the LA teams break hearts. They don't give a shit. The Thunder need to be next.
Another super chat from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studios said if David Stern was the commissioner, OKC would get nerfed and KD would never have been a Warrior. Of all things, Chris Paul to the Lakers was a step too far.
How is the commissioner meant to stop free agency without he's not actively killing free agency?
Yeah. He wouldn't have we all know why he put the kibosh on the Lakers deal because the league owned the Pelicans at that time. That's why he did that. It had nothing to do with I don't want Chris Paul playing for the Lakers because they're gonna be a bomb squad. No.
Why would the league own the Pelicans?
Love for the Lakers is definitely well documented. So I don't think David Stearns is in his best interest of hurting the Lakers when he made it very clear how much he loves the Lakers. So it's just, people got to cope.
Why would the league own the Pelicans though? Like, why did they decide to do that?
It's the same reason why a county takes over a local police department to expand, but to get more bread in the process. You're gonna lose money in the process, but once you get situated, you make way more money.
Okay. But they ain't never got situated, so shit, they still losing. They might they ain't never got situated over there. That shit been, I don't know.
Respect Steph said,
I forgot the name of the people that owned them.
I know Tom Benson's family on it now, huh?
Said off topic, but the best guard in the country is LeBaron Fallon. Y'all hip to him?
He better Michael Brown Jr. and Kingston Flemings.
I think it's Fallon, Ron.
It's not. It is, and he's not the best.
No,
okay.
I know Mikal tough.
Michael Brown.
I gotta check him out.
I like Kingston Flemings. I think he's amazing. So, but
shout out U of H.
Facts.
I like Kai and Anthony though. By the way, I think he needs to stay one more year in college, but he's a damn good player though.
Yeah, he not going to the league after this year, but Kai cool.
Is he named after LeBron or is he named after the car?
Or Baron Davis?
No, LeBaron.
Baron Davis?
LeBaron. They just tried to add a little extra to it.
He's
like
French Baron Davis. Yeah, French.
Like LeBron Nash. That shit was nasty. LeBron? Who the fuck named you? LeBron is crazy. What's his name? LeBron? There's no way. Like, that shit is crazy.
Hello 55 said Giannis from 2019 to now scored close to 12K and counting. In the next 5 to 6 years, he'll score that as well. We'll put him at 33 to 34K, which will put him fourth. He will pass KD.
Good luck with that. You're talking about a younger LeBron James. I'm sorry.
Didn't KD just sign an extension? Am I tripping?
Yes, he did. 2 more years.
Where do you guys think KD is going?
Yeah, 2 more years.
Nobody want to pass Michael Jordan.
KD gonna get himself to like 36-ish, 36, 37. Like, come on, man.
Good luck with that. So,
KD would have broke Kareem's record if he never got hurt. All those times. Would he have caught Braun? Probably not. But KD would have broke Kareem's record if he would have stayed healthy for more of his career.
The Jonathan Frazier had this to say about what we had to say. Jonathan Frazier said, "Pin today, quote, and I quote, Cam Boozer will be in the G League if OKC picks him. Quote, and I quote, Giannis and Shea wouldn't work. Bro is dominating the Yapper of the Year race, dog."
Who won Yapper of the Year again? I forgot.
So who won that? To clarify, because I know that these things can get out, can run amok a little bit here. I'm not saying that he would play all his minutes in the G League. I'm saying he could start for the OKC Blue for a few games. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Maybe he could be coming off an injury. Maybe it could be a rough first couple weeks. I don't know. I'm not trying to say he's a G League player. He's a good player. I'm just saying he's not going to be in the upper rotation right away. That's all I'm saying. Because he's not better for what they need right now than Lou Dort,
Jalen Williams,
or J-Dub,
the other Jalen Williams, who's in their rotation,
or J Will. Shit, I don't.
You know he's better than him, but it's cool.
The Prodigy 2 said Anthony Black has taken a leap. It's going to make him expensive and hard to keep on the bench. If you are Orlando's GM, would you trade Suggs or Black after this season?
Neither. Well, no, neither. Suggs has been like arguably their most consistent player. And Anthony Black, like you said, is having the best year of his career. They're both young. They can play together. Keep them.
They both staying right here.
People have an obsession with, like, if you have 2 young players or 3 young players.
One got to get traded, right?
Like, goddamn, no, keep the team together.
Yeah. Oh, we got a new member. He sent through a couple super chats, so I appreciate you for not only joining up, but participating in the show. And his name is STT38. Shout out to STT.
He's the one who sent the Luca and Shea super chat, right?
Yeah. Salute to you, STT. We have, I don't know if this is an imposter, an impersonator, or a glazing stand, but we got a super chat from Pensare for Life. Pensare for Life said, yo, fake beard. Oh, yo, fake beard. Listen to me when I say this. Keep pin name out your goddamn mouth. Stop talking down on him in a condescending tone. Can't wait till Portland. PC for life. What's going to happen in Portland? To fake beard.
I thought he was talking to me. My bad.
Damn. You just got cooked. Yeah, you just got cooked.
I'm always getting cooked. I'm a new man now. I'm a changed man now. I'm not even going in that direction anymore. I'm no longer crashing out. I now apologize to people when they ask me why am I so stupid. I'll be like, I do apologize. I'm sorry for being stupid. Can you please leave me alone? And surprisingly, them motherfuckers still don't leave you alone. So
we got another super chat from STT38. STT said LeBron needs to come off the bench and make a trade for Herb Jones. It only makes sense.
The fuck do people be thinking?
Bron ain't coming off no bench the same way Cam Boozer ain't playing in no G League. Some people just not gonna be doing that. But yeah, I strongly believe that the trio of Bron, Luka, and Reeves can't share the court together. It doesn't.
Whoa. But when I said
Jordan, I agreed with you when you said that last year. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, don't look
Jordan,
I didn't like that fit. Like the defense is too bad, in my opinion. The defense just sucks.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't like you gotta stagger them, which they are doing. But and then you guys will never convince me Rui's a good player. I'm sorry. I'm just never gonna be convinced about that. He's not good. So yeah.
I agree with you on that one, Mark. I've been
saying
that shit since I've been saying that shit since he was in Washington. I was like, this fake ass Kawhi. This motherfucker.
I had to passionately argue about why Rui's not good. Yeah, you're never gonna. Rui can shoot the ball. Credit to him. That's the only thing he can do. Like I'm not.
I didn't think he was that good at Gonzaga though. By the way, but
I'm good off Rui.
I was not that impressed with him at Gonzaga.
And a team could use Rui because you could use someone who can shoot the ball as well as Rui does. So trade Rui for something that brings value to the Lakers, and then stagger Bron, Reeves, and Luka as much as possible. Because you can't have all three of them on the court together. It just doesn't make sense.
Hit him up. Sent through a super chat and said, so Chill thinks that Dirk peaked higher than SGA, but is not sure if Curry did. And doesn't know why people say he hates Curry.
That's the issue. Because I don't blame Chill, because Chill answers questions when he's asked them, which I think is a nice trait to have. Me, I'm like in the opposite area where like I have to think about, for the most part. I like to like think things through before I answer or before I say things. But Chill will answer things, and then like I do this a lot. I'll remember something else he said that's similar and how it like contradicts the answer he's just given me. And then it's like, oh, well, Chill keeps contradicting himself. I was like, well, to be fair, he's answering questions that he's probably never thought about a day in his life for the first time on 5 seconds notice. Yeah, it's probably not going to line up with every other belief he's ever had. Yeah, if you asked him who peaked higher, Steph or Dirk, I think he'd say Steph. But he didn't think about what this applies to his Steph takes when he was answering who peaked high between Shea and Dirk. Like he's not going to make that connection. I don't blame him for not making that connection.
And by the way, because you could take my advice, you can only argue things that you know you can win. Or number two, I hate when people say based on your logic. That's not based on my fucking logic. It's based on your logic. I hate when people be like, based on your logic. Like, I ain't even tell you my logic, so you don't even know my logic. So it's your logic at the end of the day.
Maybe you don't have logic.
Maybe I don't. So how can it be based on my logic?
Maybe why based on your logic is based on
based on no logic.
No logic.
Yeah, based on no logic.
Well, just say that then. Don't say based
it's
on
the
your
Wild
logic.
Wild West. No logic.
But
Exactly.
I'm just saying, a lot of times people do that, and I hate that when they be like, "Well, based on your logic," and I'm like, "That ain't my motherfucking logic." Like, but sure.
Jordan be like, I don't have logic. There we go.
No, I just be like, that's not what I said.
Shout out to Damien. He actually just sent a message into our group chat. He said, Drench man, keep pushing, brother. That's dope. I'm replying right now and I'm saying, is this based on no logic?
Who said that?
Shout out to Damien, man. Our Australian
Damien said that?
Yeah, who you was hating on, by the way.
Not in the chat, in the group chat on Telegram. Yeah. You know that.
Oh, Damien said that? Oh, shut up.
Yeah, the group chat that you guys got muted with all your arguing. Disgusting individuals.
Yeah, cool. Nasty work.
First of all, Ron just bullshit. That ain't even got nothing to do with that. Ron just be whatever, Ron.
But shout out to the group chat. Shout out to everybody that's a member and is a part of the Hall of Fame group chat on Telegram as well.
You about to confuse the shit out of Damien with your message.
We got another super chat from the Trajan Valeris. Said, I came here for real talk arguing Swiper. The way they were yelling, you would have thought it was a UFC promo.
They argue so much, I have no idea which argument he's talking about.
Yeah. Shout out to Real Talking Swiper. We got a couple more members chat. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Shout out to everybody that's a member. The next members chat is from MTHJ301. MTHJ said, Congratulations on making it on Bleacher Report, Mars. The Cooper tweet. You were on Bleacher
Mars,
Report?
you made it on Bleacher Report?
I don't know. People tell me every time I end up on like Bleacher Report or Ballers Life. Okay.
I ain't see you on Bleacher Report.
I didn't follow them, so people notify me, but I don't follow them, so I don't know.
But MTHJ said, my Boston and Phoenix take is looking good right now. Warriors going to get it together after the trade.
Hey, Mars, if they use your tweet without you knowing, you need to go on.
Snitch on them,
I need to get to my good friends, the lawyers. Though I need to.
You need to get to your good friends.
No, just snitch on them.
Yeah, because that ain't how that's supposed
Ain't
to
no
work.
crime. It's on Twitter. It's social media. Like, they see a tweet, they can use the tweet. It's on a public platform.
Yeah, you can share a tweet. I don't know if you can share a video though without your consent.
It's a public platform.
Mars,
what am I meant to do about that?
Niggas.
Go use whatever tweets you want. It ain't my business.
What tweet did you say though? Oh, you wouldn't.
The one where I said Coop's the 18-year-old.
Okay.
Mars, just say I'm suing y'all and at Bleacher Report. They'll get the message clearly.
Will never catch me in a quarter.
This is
J-Mo Fit sit through a super chat and said, question for Jordan. If your mom was held hostage, would you make it clap to save her?
I'm gonna answer this question like this. My life or your life isn't based on me doing something that I have no business doing. So whatever you get out of that question is on you. But my life and your life ain't based on me doing something I have no business doing. So go ahead. But why me though? All the motherfuckers up here, why me?
Yeah, ask me the question. 206
206
Nate. 206 Nate said, is SGA better than Allen Iverson, peak for peak?
You know they hate Allen Iverson, so I don't even know why you asked this question.
Do you think he's not?
It don't matter what I think.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, Jordan, based on no logic.
I don't.
Who's better?
You don't think he's better? Okay. I think SGA. I wonder if anyone's asked SGA like where he gets like his game from, because I see a lot of AI in his game.
You only see that with the braids and the headband. They don't
no, like the movement pattern. Like he moves very similarly to how Allen Iverson did, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's braids.
He's like an AI Kobe like fusion, in my opinion. So I see a lot of AI in Shay's game.
I told you who I see in Shay's game. Sleepy Floyd. Y'all need to go watch it. That man stole his whole flow. I'm talking about stole his whole flow. Just go watch it.
Shout out to Sleepy Shay. 989 Michi sent through a members chat and says, shout out King of the Fourth, Cade Cunningham. Cade's not a King of the Fourth? Who would have guessed it?
Why is it not straight? Because he don't play fourths?
Nah, because it's Cade.
I guess
they're the two front runners for Clutch Player of the Year, I think.
Is Cade not a shot chucker then?
Cade be launching shots.
He get him
just
up.
saying, is Cade not a shot chucker?
Cade empty the clip. I'll say that. Cade do be empty in the clip.
Yeah. I just wanted to know. You know, they're going to put it on AI, but hey.
I think he's needed.
I think AI was needed.
AI was for sure.
I agree. AI was needed. Allen Iverson gets very disrespected today.
Yeah, I've become higher on AI in recent years. Still not as high as Jordan is, but I've become higher on him in recent years.
It is what it is. Until you get you a pair of questions, you'll see why.
All right, the next super chat I got is from Same OG. Same OG said Paulo handled the ball a lot in his rookie year.
He did.
He's handled the ball a lot every year.
Of his life. Somebody on Reddit
to his detriment.
Somebody on Reddit asked me to do a breakdown between Paulo and Cam Boozer, and I thought about it. They are kind of similar if you really think about it.
Yeah,
kind of similar. But the only thing is
a little more simple than him.
Yeah, Paulo ball stopped it, but somebody brought that to my attention. I told him I was gonna make a video. I'm definitely.
Cam Boozer's a better player than Paulo is.
He might, he might be a better basketball player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a better basketball player than Paulo.
He's probably a better basketball player. I think Paulo's more skilled than him, though.
Absolutely.
When it comes,
I think
to
Paulo's
like
more talented.
work,
I think Paulo's a more talented
player.
player. Yeah. But Cam Boozer's a better basketball player than Paulo is.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. That's definitely. But somebody told me to do that. That was a good idea. I went back and kind of looked a little bit. That's actually a really, really good comparison. A really, really good comparison to Cam Boozer.
Last but not least, the final members chat of the day comes from the Jonathan Frazier. Jonathan said, Ox gonna toot it up for Kawhi every single time he gets an opportunity to. I swear.
Why is it a lot of ass today on people's mind? It ain't even Friday.
It has to be a Friday?
Fleece Friday, you know the deal.
Tuesday.
You can only toot it up on Friday?
I don't toot it up at all, but
I didn't ask that. I said you could.
I reserved myself for June, so you know.
All right,
Hey,
y'all. It's been
We outta
fun.
here.
It's been amazing. It's been a good time. We
crazy.
are going to be back same time tomorrow. Y'all know where to find us. Y'all pull up. Also, you know where we're going to be at tonight as well on Playback, 11 p.m. Eastern. Be there on time. Don't come in late asking for a VIP because you're not going to get one. And Chill going to cuss one of y'all out. All right, y'all. Download Splash Sports. Do what you do over
Mars,
there.
how did I just get that?
Oh yeah, okay, buddy.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.